All right. So we're here. We are finally here. We are finally here, people. Um, in time, I think. Ooh, that dark. That is dark, man. That is dark. When it looks so dark. It looks so dark. But anyways, people, we are finally here. I want to say massive respect to everyone who reached out to me because people, for those who don't know the situation, I'm going to give you the down low on what happened. But before I do that, people, we're here to talk about what happened last night. I do sincerely apologize about not turning up for the live. Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. And I want to give you I didn't really want to make apology. I want to give you an apology right here and now. I saved the apology for now. Now, what happened last night was went in halfway tree, only one vehicle, and that vehicle left about 10 minutes past 10. That was the JUTC bus. By the time I reached in halfway through, in Spanish Town, my apologies, in Spanish Town, it was 11 p.m. I arrived in Spanish Town at 11 p.m. last night. There was a curfew in Linstead. I have no idea. I didn't remember about it. And I got a taxi at about 11:30 to go to Linstead. And then when I got home, it was about 12:30 thereabout. So that was the situation, people. My phone died. My phone died from I was in halfway through. My phone died from I was in halfway through. So if something had happened to me, that would have been it. But the glory to God, I'm here right now, and we're here to discuss some football. So it is Sunday evening, people. We might not go for long. So take out something to drink. Relax yourself, because we're looking to have a very good show. Now, there is a poll in the comment section. There's currently a poll running in the comment section. One thing I don't want is that the poll to run past the likes. The poll and the likes should be in the same category, people. The poll count and the likes count should be in the same category. That's what I'm looking at. The poll and the likes category, the likes should be in the same category. So we're looking to have a good show, people. We're definitely looking to have a good show. Some really interesting stuff here to discuss. I have to say, most definitely, I'm looking forward to you guys being very interactive in what we're doing here, and basically cooperative in it and as well. So I know, people. I know that it was not last night. Everyone was expecting it to be last night, where it was hot off the press. I sincerely apologize for that. I really apologize for that. I'm here now, and we can get the show on board. So let's get straight to it. I'm gonna drop the link I'm gonna drop the link in the comment section. Big up Norman. Grab a tea. Big up Fresh God. Massive respect. Lowell Gray. Big up Nicholas Paul. Big up as well. Fresh God said, glad you're safe, bro, cause one of the time I was kind of worried. Now telling lies, especially when me text you, I get to, I tell her, phone dead. Wrong time, people. Michael Uren, big up. What happened by the stadium last night with CC? Boy, I'm telling you. Whisper. Whisper, people. Whisper. That kid is supernatural. He is supernatural. Obviously, he has some special powers. Seems like he has some special powers. But I tell you the truth. It looks like he has some special powers. And that powers is to score a goal. So people, remember, people, the likes and the poll should be in the same category. The likes and the poll should be in the same category. Big up Shane Palmer. Big up MG Sports, my channel. Big up my bro. Big up. Massive respect. Shamar Grant. Big up as well. Mr. Special Edition. Whisper need to be in Jamaica under 20 team. Facts. Now, we all know the history or the situation surrounding the national team selection Many of us have called out vloggers, YouTubers. You won't hear the mainstream media calling the JFF out on these things, but for sure, many of us have been calling for it. People, listen. If you guys should really look at it, we have some superb talent in Jamaica. The big problem is nurturing these talents, nurturing these talents. It's all about that, people. Us doing the right things to make Jamaica a better place. Marcus said, why Whisper did make the under 20 team? Already was injured. I think the biggest one was injury. I think that was the biggest one. I knew I went to the under 20 training, and yes, I saw that he had a knee issue, but I do believe that there were other factors surrounding. But I don't think that it was that specific. But the big headline would have been injury. It's questionable. It's definitely questionable. I spoke with his father, and his father used that as well. So I think that there can be other factors, but maybe don't want to be highlighted. Sherkun said, Manning Cup All-Star versus Dasta Cup All-Star. I want to see that. Interesting. 4-4-2. Dasta Cup All-Star. Whoa. Dasta Cup All-Star. The two leading goal scorers in the 4-4 up front to Porter, Affleck. Centre back. Centre back. Ooh, wow. Adjis. I have Adjis same way. As much as I whispered that, I have Adjis same way. Listen, people, whisper that to every defender. So, me not say that. I have Adjis same way. Adjis. Maybe I would go with central number 20. Central number 20. I'll go central number 20. Right back. CC number 4 at right back. CC number 4 at right back. Left back. I'm run sheet. I'm tick. Left back. Left back. That position would be a question mark around that position. Central midfield. Blows and skirt. Central midfield. Jeez. Malachi. Shamar Martin. Right wing. Blows. Yo, that's tough. That people, let me tell me, I love that thought. All right, so right wing you have Daniel Roberts, All, Musmus, Erwin number 15. Who else me can put this up? Me run through my brain. Jaja. Left wing. Let me see left wing. Marcus Reed. Who else have I left? Manning's number 10. Me can put Kyle Garden. Blows and skirts. But me that rough. All-Star. Manning Cup All-Star. Left back. Me I put Bob. Left back Bob. In a goal, Jano Star. Or say a Pussy Eye. KC keep. No, Pussy Eye. JC keeper. Excelsior keeper. Who else? Jano. People are rough. Stats keeper, a rough people. Right back. Bob JC number 12. JC left back. Centre back. Romian Blake. Alex, stats number 4. Rummy and Blake, Alex, Alex. So that's a JC number 6, stats number 4. Central midfield. So I use a 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1. Central midfield. Stats number 5. Jano Star. Tough. It's tough. People matter. It's tough. Richie said me pick his side like JFF. No, Richie. If you say me pick his side like JFF, you notice how I got different schools. I got different schools. Me now pick from one school. I got different school. Nicholas said Xavier Blake over stats 5. Jano Star. That Xavier Blake over stats 5. Xavier rough, you know. Kante. Rough as well. He rough, man. He rough. Shamar Forrest said, you're not gonna Mona players. The first Mona player I call like goalkeeper. I'm my first Mona player I call. But me know say upon the right wing, Whisper upon the right wing, Shaka upon the left wing, attacking midfield. Blows and skirt. The creative player, attacking midfield. Let me run through my head. Saka. Yeah, Saka attacking midfield. Saka. Who will lead the line? So the front line will be up on the right hand side Whisper, left hand side Satchwell. Number 10 behind the striker would be Saka. Striker would be No, me would use Omar Leng. Omar Leng this season, he never give that high level of consistency. I could say Aldridge. Let me run 3 backs. No, Fresh God. No. Me now put Whisper at the head. No. Me put him out wide. Me want him out wide. Me want Whisper face the goal. Me don't want him back turn to goal. Nicholas was a link striker. And put somebody as a right wing? No, man. No. Omar Reed starts number 11. Good striker. Oh. People, you see amount of players? You see amount of players? No, no people. What about the Manning Cup striker? Watch I pick a Manning Cup striker. We have a wing. We have 2 wingers. Them. We have 2 wingers. Mona number 5. No man, I defender that man. Me can't put him up there. Remember some defender, you know. Daniel Yata, man. Daniel a defender. Fresh God said I put Whisper in the head. No man. No. Some more probably. No, Zimenez is not a natural striker, so I can't put Zimenez as a striker. It's not a natural striker. I want a natural, pure-bred striker. Zayn is also a winger. Trekun, Zayn is a winger. So it'll be between Zayn and Whisper, and Zayn play right wing as well. And well, Whisper upon the right wing, go cut him on the left. Whisper cut him on the left. So we have Whisper upon the right wing. Stats number 13. Lethal, but he's not a natural senior striker as well. He's more of a winger as well. He look like a Makwan. Me I tell you, say, he look like a Makwan Argeti. But me I try swivel through my brain. No, me no want. Gibbs is not a natural striker as well. Shane. Gibbs is not a natural striker. Me I talk about me I talk about players, strikers who can play with them back, turn to the goals. Those are the natural strikers, people. I even see him falls nine. So me I look for somebody in that mold. Oh yeah. And stats number 12. Good player. Natural striker. Matisse is not a natural striker as well. Javkush. He's not a natural striker. Risk official said make Whisper play falls 9. Interesting take. Interesting take that. I think that can go. I think that can do. But here me know me already have some touch baller in the midfield. Me already have some touch baller in the midfield. Cherko, much goals in score. Much goal in score. And what is his predominant position? Remember, most of Mona players and play different position. So his predominant position is the key factor. So like how I can say Aldridge, most of the season, Aldridge start up front. Yeah, risk official, yes he can, but Whisper is way more potent when he face the goal, when he go at defenders. You know what Whisper so close to in the ears, eh? You want him to go in and stride. Catch him in and stride. You want him in and stride. That you want. People, every year go on, people make it don't make sense to stuck on that. That's hard. That's hard, people. Just know that there are going to be some upset people when we select the Dakar Cup team of the season and the Manning Cup team of the season. All but people are going to cuss. Enough people are going to cuss. I know Kadim is strong, physically strong, but you don't want a player like that to be static. You don't want them players to be static, man. You want them players to collect the ball out wide. First of all, he's very good creative. You don't want to limit him to be standing in and around the 18-yard box. Yeah, limit him this, sir. Just the same as I wouldn't put Shaka as striker. Not because these guys are very technical and can score goal. No. I want these guys out wide where they can pull the pitch and create havoc out wide, cut inside and score, or cut inside and create. Pull defenders wide, pull defense apart. And then you have the striker who is going to be running in behind, getting at them, getting at the defenders. We want the man who lethal inside the area. So I think maybe it's going to be Aldridge. I think Aldridge is going to get the nod. Akeem Williams said Brian Burkitt in the mid pitch. Ooh. But remember now, we have Saka there as well. We already have Saka behind the strikers. We have Saka there already. We have Saka there already. So it'll be tough between Burkitt and Saka. It'll be tough between Burkitt and Saka. Alright, let me tell you one striker me I look upon. Let me tell you one striker me I look upon, people. It's a Waterford striker. What's name, man? Fishhead. It's a Waterford striker, Fishhead. Fishhead is a lethal striker, purebred striker. And people might say, boy, where you go so far, where this and that. Let me tell you something, people. If Fishhead was in a team that will provide him with a lot of chances, he can be problematic. Because he can score. He can score goals, people. So Fishhead can get people. For those who don't know, what number we're again? I never remember which number Fishhead we're again. Number 70 where? Number 70 where? Yes, Fresh God. Fisher, them call him. I said them call him. I think I number 7 anywhere. Waterford, man. Me can't remember my name. Me can't remember my name. Fresh God. But me I tell you, very good striker. That is a striker who can play them back, turn to goal. That is a striker. Let me tell you what we tend to do. Let me tell you what we tend to do, people. This is how we do. We look at wingers who are scoring a lot of goals and equate them to be strikers because they're scoring. Not because a winger is scoring a whole per goal means that them outrightly can be a striker. It don't necessarily work like that. To be a striker, you have to be unique. To be a winger, you have to be unique. It's just the same as a defender. You can't just put a defender as striker. It's no matter how good, no matter how much goal he score, you can't just do that. I expect say him to operate at elite level. And that's how you go. And I really saw you go. Alright, so people, it's hard. I tell you right now, people, it's hard. It's hard. Here we go now, people. We are still on the road to 22,000 subscribers, people. We just reached 21,700. Please assist us in getting there. So we're going to get it now, people. Don't forget our sponsors, SAP Sports, people. Don't forget SAP Sports at SAP Sports 4. If you want to walk into the office there, Denby Maypen, 138 Clarendon, 138 Muir Avenue, Denby Maypen. Big up SAP Sports, big up our sponsors. Guys, please don't be afraid to smash the like button. Alright, we're gonna start off with the games, people. MG said, MG, in my mind, when Whisper reaches Europe, his main position will be striker. He can, you know. He definitely can. And alright, the thing is, with wingers, it's easier to convert a winger to a striker. It's easier to convert a winger to a striker because I think even same thing Arsene Wenger did with Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry started in Arsenal as a winger. And Wenger converted him into a striker. It can, no, it definitely can, man. Not gonna downplay that at all. It can. He has all the necessary qualities to do so. So now go write that off. But I'm speaking about right now. I'm speaking about what we're seeing right now and what we have gotten from them. Now, if you look at most of the goals that Whisper scored, even against KC, look at where he's coming from. He's coming from out wide. And even when he received the ball in Central Park, he would drive wide, he would drive to the sideline, to the corner, to the throw line, and then go inside again. So look at those, rewatch those goals and you would realize. He go wide and then go inside. Most of those goals is coming out wide. So you can look at that. So let's touch on the people. So all those who want to come on the platform, the button is here, people. Just know the link is in the comment section if you want to join. We have 116 votes, but guess what? Only 73 likes. Rough. Azim Edgy said like Ronaldo. Yeah, Akeem Palmer said same with Rashford. Fresh guy to the European will see him as a Haaland type striker. Big, powerful, quick, lethal. Similar, very, very similar. Robert Smith said he's already 6'3". With age, muscle come more weight. He will definitely be a striker. Why? Robert Smith said, yeah, tell him some about this before he even think about it. Barcelona said, I think he's going to play as an inverted striker like Boza. Boza is a target striker. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I see Boza as a target striker. Target striker, people. But for sure, want to really, really look at though, definitely 100%. I definitely believe so. Let me see. All right, let's continue, people. So let's run through the results that we had over the weekend. As I said, people may drop the link in the comment section. Big up Luffy. Big up my bro. Hopefully you're doing good. Me drop the link in the comment section, people, for those who want to come onto the panel. Me know most of them complain, say, boy, MG. Earlier now come say, boy, MG can't drop the link, we can come on the panel. When we can do call-in, all that type of something there. Remember, I said, yo, MG, my school lost, but we are going to win Central. Yeah, man, I say, go, man. Let's get down to the game. Well, thank you very much, Fresh God, for keeping us on track. All right, so first game. So let's look at the run of play. We're going to look at the run of play. First game of the day, we have JC versus STATHS. Now, this one was an interesting one. Hopefully, you guys remember when I did a poll saying that JC will lose one of the games. Big up, Unseen. Hopefully, you guys are looking and said, when I did a poll saying that JC possible to lose one of the game. People, Unseen, come on. Big up, Unseen. What going, bro? Well, I'm there. How things with you? Alright, let me turn on the audio so people can hear.
You want to hear me?
Yeah, man. They might hear, man. They might hear now, man.
Okay.
No, they complain about when I hear Unseen.
Okay.
So, Unseen,
So,
the first result we touch on
Mm-hmm.
is JC versus STATHS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look, if somebody pin the link, hold on the Fresh God. Let me try and pin the link. Oh, good. Makes sense. All right. Unseen. So, this has been the second game. This is the second game, you know, that Mona that STATHS and JC have met. And JC won the first time 1-0. JC won the second time in penalties. What are your thoughts over these two games? Bless up Shane.
Bless up MG.
I think that big up Shane, big up to the people on the panel.
Unseen, them say hello.
Big up Unseen.
Hello?
Yeah.
You hear me now?
Yeah, man. So what do you think about those two meetings?
What may I say is...
There's one more pending, you know. There's one more pending.
I'm saying one more is pending. And,
You're low, man. I may struggle for hear you.
Oh, my low. You not hear me now?
Yeah, man.
You hear me better?
Continue.
You say it better now?
Yeah, man. I hear, man. Me have my fan, you know, it's true. My fan now makes all up a noise in the background. You know, all industrial fan there.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
I did that Tampa with it.
It looks so.
Alright, so what may I say is that to me, I don't know, it's getting closer for STATHS to win a game. The first game they lost 1-0, they came closer this time, went down to penalty shootout, they scored on JC. So it's a positive. They are positive that they can take from the game. However, I will say that they are shooting on JC. When they play other teams, look like they come out, you know, to score. But I don't know what is the problem when they play JC, why they don't want to score. It's like, I just can't understand. First game, they got a lot of goals. The second game, they got more chances to score. They shall be like 3 up first half. And don't want to score on JC. I don't understand. These boys have to really come out and tell us what is wrong. Why they don't want to score on JC. I swear. Because if they score those goals, JC will be on the back foot from early. And I'm not seen JC score more than 1 goal on STATHS.
So you think so for the third one, my apologies, they might get it right based on the fact that they have understand the first game, then they realize where they went wrong, and they nullify that game, ended 1-1. And in the second game, they lost now in penalties. You think that they would go with the mindset, boy, that it looked like it's just a jinx they have with JC?
No, we say a jinx. They just need to work on the most important facet of the game, which is shooting. They need to focus on that until the game start, which is what, Friday.
Friday
Friday
or
is
Saturday?
Friday is the final, or Saturday. One time I told you.
No, I think a Friday, yeah.
Yeah, Friday. So they need to work on that from now. Go straight down and get and tell the boys to hear what. If you don't score on this team, you're gonna lose. It's simple as that. If you don't score on JC, you're gonna lose. And if you don't score opportunities, you're gonna lose. It's simple as that. So if the boys, the stats boys have to come out because let me tell you, stats way going forward, you can't stop them from create opportunity. The pattern of play going forward is, top notch in the school league. Understand me? When they carry the ball wide, Satchel is a playmaker. He's a number 9. I heard that from the coach. He's a number 9, but he plays like a false 9. Something to get back in the midfield.
So why Satchel 90% of the time? If you look at Satchel heat map, he's out left, out on the left hand side.
Yeah, sometimes he got midfield too.
Yeah, but
collect.
very not so often.
And collect and move the ball, and he's one of the players that I think, should lead in the attacking force and get his troops to score. You understand? You just need to take step up and keep the ball in the back of the net and put JC to bed. Because the JC fans are not the building. You understand? But when I watch a game, it shows, I don't know. They don't want to win. They don't want to beat JC. That's all I can say.
Welcome again, Shame. Welcome, bro.
My good man. I was looking forward to yesterday, man. But
you know you're supposed to highly pumped. Good
yeah,
to
man.
Cool down now.
No, yeah, man. I don't mean I like, man. Yesterday, I made it feel high.
Yeah, man. I know. Let me tell you about 7 KC old boy called me. I'm surprised they get my number. I'm surprised they get my number. I said, I saw me famous for them top of the notch people that call me. And then I see your MG. I see your one thing more I say that the three them say the same thing. One thing more I say, whisper. I'm say undeniably I cannot deny that. I could jump back on the asset.
Okay.
Yeah, can we touch that?
So military.
We left it for you come. We left it for last.
Yeah.
Twice, JC play stats. And you remember when they did the poll saying that there's a strong chance that JC might lose one of these games. I can be wrong. I can definitely be wrong. And a lot of people said that, my camera gone. A lot of people said that JC would prefer to give up the Champions Cup than that of the Manning Cup. And I saw where JC started a weaker team in the Champions Cup. And he still won.
Yep.
So what are
so
that is the 2 legs and the 2 games played so far? And what do you think about those 2 games?
Which JC team weak?
They start a weaker team.
No, which are the team weak?
It did not. They start based off
a weaker team, not a weak team.
It's not a weak team, but they start a weaker starting lineup.
They must start on a weaker starting lineup. Where them about?
It is a weaker starting lineup. They are not the original.
I don't agree.
Listen to this, Unseen.
When they say they are not the original start, I would agree to that. But when they say they are the weaker start,
may I ask you a question?
I don't agree.
Unseen, may I play for one team, right?
I'm my time now, no MG. But anyway, go and answer Unseen.
All right.
No man.
And Shane at the
No man. Deal with Shane first.
Well, I could just get this out of the way, man. Because remember saying when I would jump from Shane now. Casey, what got you know?
No, because you see the point where you make it go wrong already.
All right.
You know why you go wrong?
Why?
Because we are talking about JC team.
Yes.
The number of players that them have. And
who are the leading goal scorer?
The type of players that them
have. Who are
have.
the leading goal scorer, Unseen?
It doesn't really matter what the leading goal scorer.
If a team
don't matter.
May I ask you something? If KC play, Whisper don't start, Shakes don't start, Mattis don't start, Gibbs don't start, is that a weaker team?
Yes. A weaker team. But JC team are two different teams from KC.
Unseen. I wish we could have given hard
you talk about national under 15 players on JC team. You talk about national players from overseas.
At the
From
end of the
JC
day,
bench.
based
You
on
talk about
form
weaker
right
team.
now, Anthony,
Stop
based
it
on
there,
form
man.
right now, when you see JC, don't start a Zimenez, a Saka, an Aldridge, that's definitely a weaker team than start. Me not say the players are not good. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the players that they did not start are a little bit above the players that they start. And that's just reality. It's just reality. It is a reality. There are players who are a little bit ahead of other players, you know. That's just the truth, you know.
I disagree. So,
What? All right, my question to you.
Me can't go on. Stop arguing with that now, no man. MG,
All right.
move on. The man have a
Shit.
right to disagree. Yeah, man.
All right, that's true. That's true. Me I try
Yeah,
convince him. Look at me I try convince him. You feel like me not try
No,
convince him.
yeah, try too hard, man.
That's
Yeah, that's true.
Go on, Ocean. What's
Yeah.
the two meetups so far?
All right. So, you know, my words never change. I had stayed consistent throughout the entire season, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had stayed consistent throughout the entire season that JC is the best team in the Manning Cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, even though Stats really has been playing very, very well and have a really exceptional team, I still think at the end of the day that JC is a little bit better. And obviously the coach feels that way also because, again, he showed a bit of arrogance and started and benched 5 of his top players.
Mm-hmm.
So he really believes in himself that he's better, that him can afford to start these guys and still end up with a victory at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so, I mean, I share the sentiment of the coach. I just think JC is a little bit better. But when you have 1 or 2 special players, which I think Stats as 1 or 2 special players, on a given day, they can come out with something magical, like what Satchel did against KC.
Shane,
And
put the
so,
points on that. These 2 games, Stats played without one of their either games they played with one of their key players. The first one they played without Satchel. The second one they played without Nikhail. That's the number 5 in midfield. 2 key players on both days. For the finals, both of them will be available.
who you said there were the 2 players again? Repeat.
The first game that they played against JC where they lose 1-0, Satchel didn't play.
Yeah.
Second game, which was last night, Nikhail didn't play. That's the number 5 in midfield. The man that controls the game for them. Same one that kicked whisper off the pitch. The same one that came with the plan.
Defensive midfielder.
The defensive midfielder.
Well, he was out because of cards?
Because of the red card. But he would be for the Manning Cup final.
Yeah, well, again, if you compare one missing player in the second game compared to, how the arrogance of how the coach started without 5 of his top player for JC. Mm-hmm. I just think the depth of JC, the sheer depth of JC, as Anthony was saying, is like they have 2 teams.
3.
Yeah, so I don't know what you mean by team week.
The second string team is almost as good as the first string team. That's how strong they are.
Man, not a second string team, a 1 team.
Yeah,
one good team.
Yeah, don't know, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Starting versus bench. Starting versus bench. The bench is almost as strong as the first team. And that is why I gave JC the favorite tag. Just on the sheer strength and depth of their team. And I just think they are a little better. Mm-hmm. Stats though, with those wily forwards that they have, can create some magic and anything can happen on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, but I think it was a very, very good game. Stats really try hard. I don't see, like Ansi, like said, and they free to try to score on JC. I think they really tried. It just never got them way like they got them against KC. And them shoot from way out and score. That never always happen. Right? Mm-hmm. And it just never went their way on that day and just like go. So the cookie crumble.
All right. I agree with what both of you guys said. And my perspective on this game is that I strongly believe that a lot of people are looking past the fact that even when JC brought on their starters, the five key players that they missed, they ended the game with a full complement. They ended the game at 90 minutes with the full complement, and the game was 1-1. They ended the game with full complement, and the game was 1-1. Now, if we should have another look at things and say, boy, let's be a bit more, let's nitpick a bit. Despite JC brought on other players, the level for JC rose. The level for JC rose just a bit. But it was still evenly contested. So could it be a case in which when JC introduced those substitutions, their level rose and also Stats level rose as well to be competitive at, in that game? You think that it could be that case, Shane? I'm probably nitpick way too deep.
This is how I saw the match. You see, if I was to say who played a little bit better in the first half, I would say Stats played a little bit better in the first half. But I definitely give the second half to JC. And it could be that because the starting players would then be a little bit more tired, that is why they probably lost the second half, and not for a lack of quality. While JC was fresh, it could be argued that way.
Yeah, they brought on
quality
fresh legs.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I gave JC the second half based on the run of play.
Yeah, Stats scored in the second half, right? Remember that.
Yeah, but the run of play I'm referring.
Okay. Definitely, I can definitely accept that insinuating, getting me a nitpick too much. We say, boy, despite JC brought on the five players, Stats level rose as well. Or maybe me just look out, me just look far down the lane.
Well, I think the players, set differently from Blake. Blake look like he improved, but other from Blake, I don't see anybody else improve.
What do you mean improve?
From the last season, like Zimenez look ordinary.
You have to remember that Zimenez never started of the season with the players, so they might have a bit more cohesiveness than with him.
Yeah, but some individual stuff they're now not doing it again. I don't know what is wrong. It does look ordinary. It looks like he's not national quality anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, really and truly. If I'm going to ask you a question, McConaughey, what improved in McConaughey's game?
I think McConaughey, before he was an individualized type of player, I think he's playing a bit more systematic now. That is a bit of input of ball knowledge, a little bit more ball knowledge, and how to play with a team. More so, you are the main man, and we're just trying to feed the ball game. I think that the understanding of the football game is vastly more important than the improvement of the technical aspect, because no matter how technical you get or better you get physically, if you don't know the ball game better, you're going to look out of sorts when it starts, the higher you go.
In my humble opinion.
So, Aldridge now, I think going back to the Premier League, you're going to see a lot more goals from him.
In my humble opinion, Aldridge was a team player when he was playing in Premier League with Man. So, tick that box there, he was already learning how to play in a team there because he made assisting in a lot of Premier League games, scored in some Premier League games. Now, to the point where I'm trying, the only thing needs to improve in Aldridge since he got JC and physical in neuromuscular part-time football. The muscles and bigger, stronger, faster. That's the only thing. If he was still at Kingston Technical, he would have still be a main person there and he would still score at a goal and get assist. Team would have dropped out, would have in a chance to win a title, but at the end of the day, him still above the number, maybe more too. You understand? So what I say is that I don't see, I look at this. Why would I go overseas for players that I claim to say are better than the ones in Jamaica. Cool? When I go overseas, some players that are better from, and I have the national players from Jamaica mixed with them. I supposed to boss these games. These teams that are stats are not supposed to level up to me.
Why not?
They're not supposed to level up to me.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why
Think
not?
about it. Think about it. If I go for the elites, and these are the so-called elites, right? And I have the best system in terms of coaching system in Jamaica. Them team are not supposed to level up to me.
Let me tell you this, right? If you see JC going for the elites or the best of the best, there's a reason why they're doing that. And one of the reasons is that they understand that other teams out there have elite players as well. And to compete against elite, you have to get elite. Right? Wrong or right? So Ansi, right? You have a team of 15 players, a squad of 15 players of elite. You have 10 elite players, but 5 you'd put on the aspects of okay players. When you look at my team, I have 4 elite level players. 4 elite level players. And out of those 4 elite level players, one of those are at the whisper level. Now, don't you think that you probably want to go for a little bit more reinforcement to match up to the one top of the notch elite there? Or you be okay competing?
I am saying, the JC coaching staff, management, and everything, they are very equipped. They have B-license coaches there. All I'm saying is that their ability to teach and create players, they don't really have to go overseas to challenge these teams that they're facing. That's all I'm saying.
Why not? Why not?
So when they go overseas for these players, and I don't see the improvement in them. I see the same players from last season. I don't see any improvement in them. They're not bagging the numbers like how you have a whisper bagging the numbers. You understand me? You just have an all-round.
Alright, so
you don't have that outstanding person. But that's what I'm looking for, that outstanding, that gem that I can say, yes, that gem will,
but you have
it's
to
at whisper
understand
level. It's at whisper level.
No, but you have to understand that, say, KC don't play a system like JC, where it's punch it to the one man, and because him so elite, him can go do everything for them. KC don't play like that.
KC can hold the ball and move it around just like anything.
You think so?
Of
Against who? But against who?
That's the question. That's who?
But
no,
against who?
Yeah,
All right.
but if
JC scored 82 goals this season. The most of any schoolboy football team. The most of any other schoolboy football team. Don't you think that would put these players in the elite bracket as well?
I don't see any outstanding performance from one individual person.
From one individual?
Yes, I don't see outstanding.
Let me tell you. Let me show you.
Performance.
You probably look for one man, like I whispered last night. What?
No, I'm not looking for that.
Beat 4 or 5 man and go kick in the back of net. Not every system play like that.
I'm not looking for that one man. All right, look in Manchester City team. Even though Manchester City never have an out and out striker, you could have said Kevin De Bruyne bag the numbers, not true? Right, something like that. Me talk about.
Agree.
Right.
So wouldn't you say Lynch with 14 goals a good number, a good returns that? I must about 10 games Lynch playing now.
Yeah, but watching Lynch.
You not playing no game now.
Alright, when I say watching Lynch playing for Chapel Maroons, him no improve no time at all.
Because he play a whole more game for Chapel than he play for JC.
Yeah, but when I say him improve at JC. So I say.
Why say you don't see you no look no
see no improvement. No sir. All them do a bulldozer, try bulldoze him way. True.
Oof. Okay.
Understand?
I do believe that it boils down to how teams play. I think it boils down to how teams play. And the reason why I say that is this, right? So let's look at it. Arsenal. Let's use Arsenal. If a man like you are look at it, say boy, I didn't see an improvement from Arsenal from last season and Arsenal this season because you don't see that one person who really stand out. Like how you see a Kevin De Bruyne at Man City, who stand out or even a Haaland at Man City. But in the same sense, when you look at the metrics, the underlying metrics, i.e., goals conceded, shot, big chance created against, big chances created for, goals for, and consistency in moments of the game. Like them always keep it first half. The only team in the Premier League so far was yet to concede a goal in the first 30 minutes of the game. These small factors, they are leading the top of the table with that. Despite they don't have a likes of a Haaland or even a De Bruyne. Saying that to say this, JC might not have a whisper type player, but all the other metrics, they're hitting those metrics high above the norm, way above the norm, above over any other team. They're hitting those metrics. Any other team in the Manning Cup.
Agreed on that.
So would you say that you really need a player like Whisper who can give a 40 goal return versus the system who are going to hit those metrics and get double the 40 plus goal contribution? What do you think about that?
Will you ask my question?
All right. Would you want a player like a Whisper where can give you 40 goals in the metrics or 40 goals per season versus having a system that can double the 40 goals contribution?
All right, you're never better to say that thing. I would love to have that player. Give me that player now. I'll take it. I have nothing more to say. I would love the two of them. Both.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have
well said, Unseen. You want both. Well said.
Hey,
but
he defend himself well, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand me? I love to have both. But at the end of the day, still, you see, because me view the football different for you. My thinking, all right, at a Jamaica people still stuck in the 1980s football, 1998 football, and football has evolved. Technologically evolved. Different thing in total in a physical aspect, development of players, and everything go down. So sometimes I look further than you guys. You understand me? I say, and people may see it wrong because the fans, people in the comment section, necessarily go and read up things and understand them. You understand? So them think me dumb when me attack. But if me really go for a document now and show them some things, you understand where I come from in terms of development. I'm not talking about schoolboy football is just right there. You understand? It's the best league for us in terms of seeing young talents because our football governing body don't want to develop us a club youth level football, which would develop the players more because they're not training right through the year or whatever. So them leave all the responsibilities on the school, which is so wrong, and that is why we are in this predicament of developing world-class talent into the mainstream, which by the big money there. You get where I come from?
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Right. So these are the things that we should understand. We have to understand, players can't develop so quickly, it take time, it take matches, take preparation, a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Understand me? The games in the school league, it a play too quick and fast. So it eliminate a whole heap of things. Recovery, you have to depend point to them things. You have to have a deep squad.
You think the tempo too
right?
high?
Yeah, man. You understand me? In a league in a year format of football play right through the year, you have about 2 months for this, like our Premier League play. That's why you get the best out of the kids them. Because they don't have time for rest. Think about it.
You see the point you bring across? I was discussing it last night. When I was at the stadium last night, I was speaking with it was a scout. And the scout came from Costa Rica. He saw me, actually came up to me and was speaking, hey, MG and such, and he said that I watch a program and such, and love what I'm doing. Really get entertained. And that's one of the reasons why he's here, to see what's really happening. And he said that he did not believe his own eyes, the tempo that the young boys were playing. And he asked a question that, is it sustainable for such a young age to play at that tempo? And yes, a lot of us might, because me used to say, boy, that's how they do it in Europe and such. He said, as a scout, you would have the 1 and 2 players that you call that the anomalies, where just 1 and 2 players are bred out from then young, from 16, 17, and they can hit the big stage. Then 1 and 2 players there. But when you have every single player playing at this high tempo, as I just said, Ansi, they miss some of the key factors in the developmental stage. So they might be able to go at that high tempo, but a simple shift your waistline just to receive the ball, they miss that. So they bring that same bad attitude into the senior, in the Jamaica Premier League. And when they should transition go overseas, you have to reteach them that.
You have to carry. That's why the Jamaican players always go back in the youth. Even Leon Bailey have to go back in the academy.
No, man, remember Liam will go over there, go into the academy over there because let's go. Can you must about 12, 13 go over there now?
But if you watch him interview, him tell us him that
before him sign, never get to finish it.
Before him sign, him have to go back. When he come back at Jamaica, him have to go back and go back in the academy first before him go back in the pro team. You understand? When them sign him then the youth program, and they have to take, and then after that, then he go back.
In aspect, a lot of people really underestimate the tempo at how schoolboy football is being played. It's played at a high. People, if you don't watch local Premier League,
better than enough for them Premier League team, man. Better than enough for the Premier League team.
The high.
We can't argue
unseen. When I was down by Central versus Manchester, I could not believe how the two teams now go at each other.
Hey, you see
from minute one.
Shane Billings, we can't agree to that no time. You watch Premier League.
I never say every Premier League team, you know. But when you watch Red Star Premier League team, sometimes
some of the games them tempo low.
Some of the games them boring and slow, bad me I tell you.
Yeah, but
slow.
if a schoolboy team are gonna play against a Premier League, they might get beaten every day.
No.
We are talking about Bridget. No schoolboy team can beat
I will say this. They will get beaten 95% of the time.
95.
But there will be exceptions.
99.
Me I say 98%. Me I say 98. From watching, from me and watching Premier League, I would say 98% of the time.
These are little boys. We should understand this is the problem we have.
No. What I'm saying, 95 is very high. But may I tell you, that Clarendon College team that I'm seeing there can beat. That Clarendon College can beat.
I think Clarendon College will be the 2%.
Clarendon College can beat who?
I think, let me tell you why, Ansin. This is what I say. I'm not going to say, this is what I say. Listen, Ansin, listen keenly. We have to remember that these are the same Clarendon College players who are going to join the Chapelton Maroons. And if these players are on the pitch and beat a Premier League team, would you come to the understanding that, hey, it can happen?
Let me tell you who I want to play in the Clarendon College team.
Tell me.
All Malachi,
Adges.
All Malachi Lynch might go back if you not go overseas.
Adges,
Koopy. Right? All of them not going to play one
Marcus
time.
Reed.
All of them not going to play
Marcus
one time.
Reed, as ridiculous Marcus Reed is, him can play.
Marcus Reed are going to play, but all of them not going to play one time.
So, may I ask you a question now? Who in the Chapelton Maroons team will keep out these players of the team? Who in the Chapelton Maroons team?
You have you to play for Clarendon from last season with the team with the man that have to start. You understand? The midfielder, the brown midfielder, him going to go up on the bench. I'm sure that Malachi going to take him game because him not ready at all. Right?
No, but remember, Malachi
there's a defensive midfielder there where they from them are coming to the Premier League in the tier 2 where him have to start. You understand? Brown have to start. Parchment have to start.
Yeah.
You understand me? I say?
So that'll be how much? About five players. So it'll be a balanced team with some of the school youth them.
The keeper have to start.
Me ask
you understand me?
Unseen. So what I say? Basically, I say it wouldn't happen none at all. It wouldn't happen none at all. That's what they're saying.
No, them can't be. Alright, you were Shane Billings said this Clarendon College team. And then you switch it now and say put in them.
One out of 20 times, I believe. One if the Clarendon College team play Premier League teams, 1 out of 20 times I believe this Clarendon College team can win.
Me not gonna say it will never
1
happen.
out of 20
I think it
times.
can happen.
People.
Yeah, I
But
believe
if I'm
so
being honest,
strongly.
Bill Shane, we got Premier League games and week in, week out, and the tempo and the Premier League game and the physical aspect of it. Listen, alright, let me tell you the truth. Let me tell you the truth. Yes, enough I think them wasting some of the ball in like schoolboy ball though. I doubt they can really do that against the Premier League team them.
Then get licked till them fool.
They can't do that.
Then get licked till them fool.
Bro, I mean, alright. Imagine, what the defender from Veer name? A Veer play for Umberland. The black youth from Umberland, yeah, Umberland he play for. Price always bring him over and go. You ain't seen tell me now, you seen him man. Virgo. I'm telling you, if you're a skill player, even like something there, like Whisper, and you run at Virgo one time, you come off a pitch next time. And he's going to take a card. He will take the yellow card. Because he's not going to take your duck, you know. But he might take you so aggressive, he might lick your ankle and take you off.
I don't agree to that still. You understand me? But I use what name from Waterhouse. Elvis Wilson.
Elvis. Bro. Elvis, Arnett, the rest of Arnett. Even the rest of Arnett too.
But Elvis.
So
but
MG,
yeah.
MG, all heap of them schoolboy football team, especially nowadays, have some all heap of young youth.
They can play in a Premier
But however, you have some team end up very mature like this Clarendon College team where you have a lot of 17, 18, 19-year-olds, right? And the JC team where you have some bigger bodies and they've been playing for a year and you have a whole heap of people on the team that have either national experience or Premier League experience. Some of these teams, may I tell you, 1 out of 20 times, 1 out of 15 times will beat a Premier League team. May I tell you, I honestly believe that. Yeah.
Shane Billings. I want to take the best out of each school and put them together. Them can't beat a Premier League team.
No, I disagree with that. No. I totally disagree with that one. No.
Why? Let me tell you why I add Unseen.
I totally disagree with that one. No.
Who wasn't wasn't Aldridge one of the starting strikers for Mullines?
No. He wasn't the starting striker.
Alright, how much games Aldridge played last season?
I don't know the number, but he wasn't the starting striker.
He played a lot of games for Mullines.
He come on for the bench a lot of games. You know that?
But he played a lot of games same way.
Yeah, man. He played a lot of games.
You know Ainsworth, right?
Ainsworth no baller, man.
How old Ainsworth be?
Ainsworth 17, just like
17 years old. A lot of people don't know that. Enough people don't know that. So Ainsworth can play schoolboy football. And
MG, me want you put together the all-manning team and all the Costa Cup team and me really want Unseen listen to the team them and tell me say them team that can beat a Premier League team.
Not even Falkland can beat.
You hard, man. You hard. Me I tell you the truth, you hard. Remember, the truth is not. Me Unseen there Jacksal and watch the CMCC team with Marcus Reed, Malachi and them man there, and against Falkland, or 4-1 Falkland give them.
And that we say, a Capital Maroons team, right? Played against.
What a mix.
Played against a Chojo's team with some retired players the Chojo's I use, like when them again?
Wolf.
Wolf. No Wolf, man. When them again? Marcelino Blackburn.
Blackburn. And you come on score the one.
Yes, and we have some other man there with them belly big, and them man there on the field.
Remember a few of the Shambo and a few of the players were there.
Now one of them get. So I tell you, the experience with the old man them have, the retirement player them have, and I play for Chojo's. It hard, bro.
But I say go still.
Shane Billings understand. No, when we agree with you now, Shane Billings is that in pre-season, a schoolboy team can beat
the pre-season
a Premier League team in pre-season. The pre-season team then.
Me see that happen.
The pre-season team then.
Yeah, me see that happen. Mr. That
what
happen.
happened is most of the time them I use up some of the players them where try get into the team, and then we might push in a starting player night. So it look like the team them a play, but
All
on
right,
the team them a
unseen.
play.
The
Me
Warthog
honestly
versus
believe they're all man in team, 1 in 5. Me give them a 1 in, that mean a 20% chance to beat Premier League. Very 1 in 5. Every 5.
You know say wrong team I carry up a old production doing.
All right. So let me show you this.
1 in 5.
KC played against the CM preseason, something that team, the preseason team. I think the preseason Arne team and then beat KC. CC beat them the day before.
But CC beat the preseason on it team.
Yeah, and then turn on and beat KC.
But the preseason on the team no good.
No, it was a child team. I met the money try to make the Arne team.
Yeah.
They might try and make the Arne team. It was a child's team. So a big man them, but they don't make the Arne team yet.
KC draw Cavaliers preseason. You think KC can beat Cavaliers now?
No. I never called Cavaliers.
No,
me ask you think KC?
No.
Unseen. I said the Cavaliers team.
I don't
ask me a question, man.
No.
I said, I believe. Yeah, listen me now.
Yeah.
I believe a Clarendon College and a Jamaican College team, and the percentage is very low. 1 out of 20. Me give them a shot. 1 out of 20.
Hey, shit, I still like give them a shot.
May I give them a shot?
No.
I give them a shot. But the R Manning team, the R Manning and the R Dacosta team, the percentage much higher. 1 out of 5.
Mm-hmm. All right, you know what we need to do? We need to make a team. Mix the two of them together. Manning Cup and D Cup.
No.
All Island. Then the percentage even better. 1 out of 3.
Name your players then.
All right, so Unseen, you feel yourself to pick the All Island team.
Yeah. Name your
might get a win from against a Premier League team. What gonna put it?
No.
What gonna say?
1 out of 3.
What gonna say? A last year Mobile team. Based off a Mobile performance last year.
Maybe I stand a chance to beat him, but beat him.
Big up Benji.
A last year Mobile team.
A last year Mobile team. Unseen.
Yeah, them would have played very low.
Put MG, get pen and paper and start put the team together, man. Work.
Before touch, we must have touch on KC now. We must have touch on KC.
All right, touch on KC and they will do it.
Hopefully everybody forget about it by then.
Because I know that the team that will kick off them face. 1 out of 3.
Here we go on now. Here we go on now. Why it is difficult for me. Bro, the quality and amount of players, and I'm telling you, enough of these Premier League teams, what me know for a fact, me know this for a fact right now, enough of these Premier League teams are looking at these players, wanting them. Me know this for a fact right now. And then want them just to say, boy,
tell me which team would want whisper right now. Tell me which Premier League team. Name one I would love to get whisper right now.
If I was more
upon the KC game, people. We're upon this long now.
Shane Billings.
Make your point. See me there.
If I was Mount Pleasant, I would go to Craig Butler with a big bid right now and just say, I want this youth for the rest of the season.
You can rejoin the program. The link, pin the link up in the comment section. Pin the link. Alright, I could move now, people. I'm going to jump to the next because people are cuss about different something because they don't want to hear about the game. Alright, so the next matchup we have CC versus KC. No, Unseen. We're going to Unseen first. Oh, calm down, Shane. Unseen. Did you saw this result coming, and what are your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, me and Coach Meeks is down the other day. You know Coach Meeks, right?
Me? Me ask me no Coach?
Yeah. Coach Meeks.
Who?
Meeks.
Meeks.
Yeah, Yuatan, man. You and him Coach Yuatan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Me and him sit down and him said to me, say, you know, Karen and College have some serious problem at the back line, but them just, nobody really show them up here. Him say, Ajis cannot tackle. I mean, I say, I lie, not go so. And then Whisper really show him up yesterday. and some of the players them can't really, but it's because them keep the ball so much, and there's not that one brilliant person who go and push the ball at them and try to bring them down. You won't see the mistakes. You understand me? And it show that the Clarendon College, but they always do it. They always turn over some balls in some dangerous area, but the teams don't punish them. And this time around, because of the brilliancies of Whisper, it really show that the Clarendon defenders are average. Average. You understand me? I wouldn't choose a KC over CC before the game, but I always think that KC have a chance because of that one exceptional well talent.
Yeah, X factor.
X factor, and I think the coach always have his tactics when playing against team that he thinks are thinks that he's stronger than him. He knows that this team can use the ball a lot, move the ball around, and stuff like that. So, playing on the counter with his X factor up top, once he get the ball and against two defenders, he's going to dismantle it. And that's what happened. I think KC really showed their weaknesses. So I think the central coach can look at what KC did, because they play similar central, use that big number, the captain up top. See if he can beat the centre backs against Clarendon College and get something out of the game. But for real though, if you look at it, Archers get beaten easily. They gave away balls in dangerous areas, get punished. Easy. Some look a mediocre mistake if you ask me. You understand me? So that's basically what I'm saying.
All right, so you see the aspect where I say I just can't tackle. Me wholeheartedly disagree with that. Let me tell you why.
Me too.
Let me tell you why. What we see Whisper did, I saw Whisper doing that against Premier League players. Undoubtedly. I've seen it with my two eyes against Premier League players. Now, before this game, CC conceded a total of 8 goals through the entire season. 8. The main man behind that is Adges. And if you also say this man can't tackle, and we have seen Shackleton Maroons and how well organized and structured they are right through the tier 2 competition, the main man behind the defense was Adges as well. So the aspect of Adges can't tackle, me write it down and put a question mark beside that, because I wholeheartedly do not agree with it.
Bridging, Whisper better than everybody who play striker who play in a tier 2. Every one of them.
I agree. And he's better than all of the strikers, the attackers, in schoolboy football. So how you use that to equate one defender?
Exactly. Because of how the man go cross, brother. How you go cross.
So all right. So let me show you something, right?
More than one time, him do it a lot in people beating him, but them just don't score.
So in the first game against KC play against Osamarty, Whisper didn't score. Chance created, but Whisper didn't score. If you take away something from that game, you would say Osamarty players would say, boy, we defended extremely well. And one of those defenders would say, boy, me mark him out of the game, me lock him down out of the game. Me are the man. Does it necessarily mean that because on that day, Whisper didn't score against him, he's the best defender in the league? No.
They can't use because of him not scoring. They say he never have a good game.
But you use one game to say man can't tackle.
What's a different something? I use one game to say him can't tackle.
So you use one game to say him can't tackle?
Yeah, because of how him go cross to the player.
The one game then?
So listen to me now.
All right, what are the consequences if you need to get one red card?
This show me.
This show me the Cup final, right?
This show me say this show me say if him go alright, because him go play Premier League, right? Then I go against some extreme well talented player in the Premier League, don't it? I go against man like from Arnett, the skill ball there. Them again, man.
Shandy.
I go against
the Marco Deacon.
I'm going against man like Deacon and everything. So you got to tell me now, say, so Deacon a talent. Ajumo, to them and they are talented player. Him going to go cross like that and allow them to go score.
No. I
It's
think
this
is a one-time thing, unseen.
It's not a one-time
thing.
Whisper can do it over again.
Me talk about for Edges. On the day, Edges had a bad game.
Whisper can beat him over and over and over again.
Yes,
Same
he
like
can.
when beat him.
You saw the tackle that he put on Whisper, right? Which means that he can't tackle Whisper.
Yeah, but him I foul him.
No, he never foul him. The tackle wasn't a foul. The ball went out
him.
for a throw. It wasn't a foul. Ball went out for a throw. But what I'm saying is this, right? Whisper is the type of player. You have skilled players that they will run at defenders. And not because they beat a defender 1 or 2 times necessarily means that the defender is not good.
What I'm saying to you.
Me can ask you something.
Hold
on. Before we go, I move from that now. If Messi pick up the ball and totally dismantle Maldini, would you say Maldini is not a good defender?
If what?
And if Lionel Messi take up the ball and totally dismantle Paolo Maldini, would you say that Maldini is not good?
No, what I am
Why
saying.
not?
What I am saying.
Why
is
not?
Don't listen to myself. What I am saying is quality players showed Jamaica that Edges cannot tackle.
But you still not answer my question.
That's what I'm saying.
If Messi
so basically Messi show the world that Maldini can't come against quality player.
No.
Simple. That's what I'm saying.
No, Ansi, no.
And the same thing with Edges. Edges cannot come against quality players.
Shane, help me now, man.
Yeah, you don't give me a chance. So let me put it this way.
Answer for me, please.
Yeah, let me help.
People don't follow me. I'm not inciting violence.
Yes, Akeem whisper turn the man in cone.
So here I know. What on MG? You have exceptional players. I gave the example of Messi versus Maldini. And I'm sure Messi can turn out, can embarrass almost any defender. But based on the body of work that Maldini had, nobody would say he's not a good defender. Right? But on any given day, something can happen. You can have a bad day, or the exceptional player put on a little magical thing that day and show you that day. It doesn't mean that you're not good. It doesn't mean that at all.
Shane, according to Unseen, no defender no good when Ronaldinho not play. No. Not one of them good.
You remember when Messi do to Boateng?
The Boateng
make him drop them like
the whole world. The Boateng can't play then.
Yeah, the whole. But Boateng a big ball at the end of the day, and Messi make him man drop like a little no name baller.
And start sucking finger. But
Boateng is a World Cup player and achieve whole heap of thing in an international a big baller.
All right, Anthony, let me tell you what I do. I do equate things. How much time would you see what happened to Hodges versus KC versus Whisper? How much time you see that happen? You know, throughout the entirety of the schoolboy football. One time was it me. Let me tell you.
Yeah, but you don't understand all the way. Understand. All right, yeah, look on the fact.
It show the quality of Whisper more than anything else.
But MG, one other point too.
Yeah.
The percentage of quality players at that level, for example, coming back to schoolboy football level, now, have a Whisper level, very minimal. The percentage is very low. So therefore, he's not going to be playing Whisper that often. He has a million other schools to play.
Thank you.
So you can't say him not good when he beat up everybody else, and because a one time show up against a one time awesome player, and I mean say him not good. Get me answer. I see the logics behind that one.
Yeah, because there's no way you can concede.
You can't see the logics because when I look on the whole, when I look on playing against. All right, Ajay wants to be a top player in Jamaica, right? He must want to be the national team, don't he?
Yeah.
Now at his age, he's going to go against talented players.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Whisper in the JP. him against people at JPL where play at the highest level, were talented more than Whisper. So you're gonna tell me what got me like what got me in play this season.
So hold on.
Just answer my question of what got me like.
It don't necessarily because the man a good. Listen, the man's a very good defender. Extremely good. I mean, listen, we're talking about Ajit was 17 or 18 year old. Because I think he can play one more year. So I'm in the region of 17 or 18 year old. It's in that region. We're talking about a 17-year-old defender. 6'3", about 6'2" or 6'1" in that region. 6'1". Yeah, Mr. Ajit, 17 years old. Listen to this.
MG.
Yeah.
MG. You remember when Maradona against, I think it was England, take the ball from half line, similar to a Whispered one, walk through the entire England side and embarrass everything. And based on what Ancina say, all of them career there, Panda day they did for right off, them never did for play one more ball off of the day because them not good.
Let me give you another one now. Ferdinand. You remember one time Messi scored the header over Ferdinand? A 5-foot midget jump over one 7-foot giant and head the ball. It has say the giant can't read the game. The giant can't jump. The giant don't know to mark.
I am not saying the youth is not good, you know. You understand me? All I'm saying is that he doesn't understand how to play against elite players. That's all I'm saying.
You don't understand how to play against elite players?
Yes. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, there's a reason why they're called elite players.
Some players below.
Unseen. There's a reason why they're called elite players.
MG. You know, in a statistics, MG, in a statistics, you have something named sample size. Right? And the smaller the sample size is, meaning the smaller the amount of data, the less relevant it is. The bigger the sample size, the more relevant it becomes. Yeah. So now, Ancina use one game as film sample size. One single game as film. You can't use that to determine somebody level of prowess or efficacy playing football.
One put it this way. When Van Dijk play against
Messi, the link in the comment section, a pin.
When Van Dijk play against Messi, the percentage of Van Dijk stopping Messi was great because Van Dijk know how to deal with him.
You remember the first leg? How much goal Messi score?
Him score, but how much time him beat? You take your camp and score, you know. We are talking about duels we are talking about. Duels. How much time him beat him? How much percentage him beat?
Bro, you know see when time Van Dijk I go mark Messi, tell him man, come on, come help me. Come on, help me.
No, because the man smart, you have to have somebody to help you. You have to have coverage.
But I say go. Why need if him that good? Why need somebody to help him against Messi? Because Messi is an elite player. When you're going up against elite players, it doesn't matter how good you are, they will embarrass you.
Say Prodigy 30, I agree with me, I say Virgin. Because I cannot understand why I go on the football.
Oh, Prodigy, let me tell you this. When you're going up against an elite player, you cannot use that as a marker for the player's level. It come like alright, think about it. If Whisper score and scream against Andre Blake not good. Why?
No.
Alright, if Messi score and scream against Andre Blake, means that Andre Blake not good.
No, so you can't say man.
Why?
Eh?
Why?
Because the man go against top quality players, elite players, and stop them from score. The man go against top quality elite players.
Anthony, you go mad me.
You know move on in MG. Are you now move on? You know manage your emotions, MG. You have to know when to cut off an argument and move on, sir. The man hold in position. So you will yes.
No, on a hold position, I just want him to see what me I try to say. You don't even understand what me I try to say. And that's what I say. But if you want to move on, I can move on.
Alright. Yo, go move on. Dear man, welcome to the program. What going, bro?
Good day, all good.
Say the people in the comment section are supposed to laugh off away.
Big up dear man, but me still want to ask me my question before you move to dear man. You know, ask me my question yet and see the take my question, sir.
Alright, so Shane.
But the CC KC match, I know me not get the answer yet.
Tell
me when me can go ahead, sir.
Alright, so Shane.
But me the third. You know, so me tell us which night say a mind game she in a play.
No, me answer. Me not say nothing yet. I ask a mind game. No, me answer first, man.
Come here, me have something to show at him, you know. Me have something to show at him. Me write it before me forget.
Me I wait. Cause I'm well want answer like
Yeah, no,
that.
that's the question I want time everything done because they want to have a big one now. And as somebody asked about it now, somebody like, when I say that, somebody say me say, hey, so yesterday man say, you see the analyst for my program, want him to look at this. And me say, but me write it down, me underline it right now, and put up a question mark. Alright, so Shane, 2, CC2, KC4. A tremendous performance from Whisper. And in my perspective, brilliant tactics displayed by Coach Stampy. I have to give Stampy ratings for that. Claggy back line and launch it to Whisper. Score goals. Goals win games.
I'm not launch the ball to Whisper and pass the ball directly to Whisper.
No matter when they send it to him. Consistently.
Jesus, make it look like an open prayer team.
Shane, what do you think about that performance from your team and how proud are you today?
As a 40 son, as a man with bleed purple, I'm extremely proud. I was very ecstatic. And me take my beating yesterday too, guys. Even my sons were saying, boy, you predicted CC for win. My brother called me from the stadium and said, yo, you never predict your school for win and Ray. I get enough beating from my family. But
so what?
Yeah, man.
Them hear what go on, man.
Eh?
Them hear what go on the program, man.
Yeah, them are here and them ask me to say, oh, me think it will go and me give them honest opinion. As I've always said, I am probably not viewed as maybe the traditional Kingston College person, even though I spent 7 years there and think, but most people would perceive KC Old Boys as being arrogant and stuff. And I would say I inch more on the objective side. And so I'm always going to be forthright and give you what I honestly feel inside. And if I was to predict the match again, I would have predicted same, CC2, KC1, over and over, because I honestly believe inside that CC is the better team. And even after watching the match, I believe CC is the better team. But I also placed a caveat that I honestly believe that KC has the best player in the entire schoolboy football. And not only the best player. I was born in the 70s, right? So I'm older than most on here. But I started watching schoolboy football when I started KC in 91. And I've seen Andy Williams, Ali Rose, I've seen Steve Green, I've seen that famous Charlie Smith team with Everton, Bunze, Kevin Pele Wilson, Cornell Chinsu. So that era had some brilliant. I still think that that Charlie Smith team is the best team I've ever seen. And I've seen Ricardo Bibi Gardner play in front of my eyes. I've seen Alex Marshall. I've seen Maggie in a more recent time, and I've never seen anybody as good as this youth. And I watch schoolboy football religiously. I prefer this more than the national program, more than English Premier League, more than this is my favorite football personally. So me love it and I follow it religiously.
Yeah.
Right, and I've never seen a player like this. And so I know that KC are the X Factor player over any team where them are face. And with an X Factor player, if you on a given day, that person can create magic and make things happen. And I said that was what I was banking on. That was what I was cheering for in my purple and white. I know that was my hope, and it happened perfectly. The man put no doubt in my mind that he's the best at I have personally seen ever at the schoolboy football level. And he's really stamping class, and that was the difference on the day. I must beat you up on something though, MG. I disrespect my team by saying my team play one way where we just kick up to Whisper I will say this: only 2 games the entire season, KC has employed that strategy against Mona and against CC. And the reason why Stampy did that with Mona because of how the high press, the constant coming at you over and over and over. And against CC, he knew that he couldn't dominate the ball like he would dominate against Mo. So if 2 games out of the season then played this way, don't mean that that is the way the team play most of the time. So I must correct you on that one. KC is a passing high press
overall
team.
play now. I'm saying against CC.
Oh.
I'm just using against relative context, yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks for that clarity then.
On the day, Stampy deployed a very good tactics. I mean,
I would say this though. One slight mistake I believe the coach for CC made. Right? You remember you talk a lot about arrogance and teams that feel like them better.
Yeah.
Now everybody would have been saying, everybody and them pick me would have said CC is the best team. And I believe the coach also felt that way and said, listen, everybody when I play them, I have to play my game. And me now play for them game.
Yeah.
And so I thought the coach came in and said he's playing his game no matter what. But there are always exceptions to every rule. And when you have an exceptional talent like Whisper, you have to pay. You see how stats deal with him overly rough. But the strategy, the strategy in itself was appropriate. You can't make a player like that move too long with the ball, right? But you see, and that's the way you deal with a player like that. Judges did give Whisper too much room and him embarrassed them. He was laughing at them in Stadium East. He was tying with them and those.
All right.
And last night, no. Yeah.
All right.
And last night, it's the same thing. It was just too much room. You can't allow that player to just rest and then build up speed, intercept a ball, or build up or collect a ball easy, and then that's when you're going to try.
It's not too much room. It's just basically defenders them can't defend. Simple.
All right. So
no man, them never stick to him, man. Remember, let me tell you this. You see when stats, if you look up on the stats game, as Whisper touch the ball, if you count 1, 2, boom.
Virgin,
1, 2.
When them attack Whisper, then they're not legal and no football. And the man ref the game, I don't.
All right.
Him not a ref, no.
Hold on.
Yeah, he is a madman for real. But but they were very close though, and not all of the tackles were illegal. The principle of how they played him was correct. The illegal tackle them. I not thought them one. The way Stats played him was the right way.
Shane. So you remember one time you say, I'm gonna tell us boy, based off our certain things, a lot of nitpicking going on. When KC played against Stats, and the narrative is that Whisper got a lot of fouls and them keep them comfy hurt.
No, that wasn't my narrative. My narrative was the illegal tackle them. Them tackle were vicious and at the man knees and them thing that that media have problem with.
Right.
Illegal.
Let me show you this, right? You see, when Real Madrid is playing against Barcelona, there's 2 players in Real Madrid team. 2 players in Real Madrid team. Anytime Real Madrid win the game, these 2 players would have had Messi going for the entire game. Those 2 players are Pepe, Sergio Ramos. They would have had Lionel Messi for the entire game. They would have eat him.
I'm going to ask you a question.
They would have throw him to the dirt.
I'm sure
Well, I know.
I'm sure I'm going to win with this one.
MG.
You see elite players. Elite players like Whisper. Elite players like Whisper. You cannot give them time, space, and room. You see what happened?
I agree.
What Mexico did yesterday?
That I agree with. But there's a but, MG. There is a but. Football is a physical sport, and you have to be physical.
All right.
Right? You can do hard tackles, you can do rough tackles, but you can do it within the rules of the game.
Shane, I would advise you to go and rewatch some of the matches them when you see somebody tackles them that Pepe and Ramos would have put on Messi. They didn't get any yellow card, they didn't get any red card. And I'm telling you, if you look at those tackles, you said that they deliberately come to hurt Messi.
Big attack, Big attack.
Go on, Ansi.
Hold on, Ansi. Let me go to this first. So, the person when we meet at the stadium, he said that footballer, you know, footballer. I mean, I talk about him playing in MLS. He playing in MLS. He said that when you meet players like these, as a unit, as a team, you kick them off the park. I write it down right there, sir. Me asterisk, put it whole past it now. When you meet players, when you're going up against players like that, you kick them off the park. Not saying that you go pick up red card. Saying that
MG, may I bring you back to something?
Yeah.
One of my favorite schoolboy footballers of all time, Alex Marshall from Georgia. I think it was the 2015 finals, Super Cup finals in the stadium, where Alex Marshall single-handedly eat JC food. Then they played again in the Manning Cup final. JC made sure this time that he could not turn left or he could not turn right. But they did not try to end this man's career. But Alex Marshall had nowhere to go on that pitch that day. They made sure that the room that him get in that Super Cup final was not the room that he was going to get in that Manning Cup final. And I can appreciate that, right? Man mark the man. As the man move, tackle, give him a little shoulder, give him but what I'm saying, boy, I would never, even if it happens in professional, whether Pepper or anybody do it, I just don't like it. Listen, everybody have family, children, right? It's a job, and you have to take care. This is the way you take care of your family, right? So you going out there possibly doing something that can end a man's career, because them think they can end you, right? And you're done right, they say you can't feed your family. I don't like it. I don't subscribe to it.
Shane, what I did, actually today, I went back and rewatched the game. You see, what I saw, for sure, in my perspective, I could be definitely wrong. The tackles that were made on Whisper were never as bad as how they seem. In my perspective. I'm not saying that Unu wrong or me right. Or me wrong or Unu right. All I'm saying is my perspective, what I saw. I'm saying I saw a team that had a strategic plan in how to win a game, and they really 100% consider the main factor in the game, the elite player that they have. How can we stop the elite player? How can we nullify him? And also, how can we be effective in the front line?
I'd encourage you to go to the doctor, the eye doctor tomorrow, MG. I really encourage you. The optician tomorrow. Tomorrow, MG.
That's what I'm saying. Watch it back today. No. I watch it back today. Listen, yes, the tackles were very aggressive, but they were not illegal. The tackles were mistimed. None of those.
All of them tackle a mistimed, MG. All of them tackle a mistimed.
I said they were mistimed. The tackles were mistimed.
All of them?
They were mistimed. Some of them were mistimed, but not malicious. Let me say something to this now. When a player is tackling, when a defender is tackling a player, there are certain factors that the referee looks for. Is there high studs? That's one of the key points. Because if a player is going in with high studs, it's going to hurt the player.
No, but if
the boot is high,
the studs not have a knee if you mash up the knee.
Listen, yes, you don't have a knee, but these are the facts. I'm telling you the variables that referees look for and award the cards according to those variables.
But the referee not going to award.
And see,
man.
5 referees we talked to today. 5
Listen
referee
to me
talk
now.
to today.
You
5.
can't talk. You can't talk to any referee from Jamaica. Them no
5.
good.
Yeah, you see,
Them no good.
Listen to what I'm saying now. 5 referee because I want to have a very good understanding of how the game went and what I'm here. Me come here to talk about.
You know,
5.
only time when Jamaica referee good when them got conquer cuff ref. When them come back to Jamaica, them don't good.
Alright, listen. Well, me understand where you come from with that concept. But
Because
listen to
them
me.
got
Parchment is a very good referee.
Parchment.
Parchment ref good when they got foreign for the money. When they come to Jamaica, make mistake. Whole heap of mistake.
That game yesterday was a very good ref game. Well ref game. So, I don't know what you're saying, Nancy. Hear me say now. Listen to me say now. Let me continue, please. Let me continue. I'm not my opinion. That's my opinion. I make people, as I say, I'm most right. But the variables that referees look for in awarding a foul, awarding a red card, or even a yellow card, most of those tackles did not add up to it. There's one when we put on Instagram. Listen, the one when we put on Instagram was a mistimed tackle. A lot of people say red card. If you look at the play,
that wasn't mistime, MG. Me don't know where you are looking. That wasn't mistime.
Shane Billings.
Yeah.
Shane Billings. The same referee. The same referee the ref a game. You see, on it garden. When a player push a player in the dugout and bust him finger and thing that card him give. So man, in military can't tell me nothing about the referee ref the match.
All right.
No, but military himself is he lick him head right and know if him look on them tackle and talk about mistime. The man do it over and over again and talk about mistime.
Listen.
You pass action when you pass action so consistent. You talk that was mistime. G. The man go after the man knee for wipe out the man and you talk about mistime after him attempt it too much time before.
Shane, listen to me, I say.
Military,
you see, Whisper was faster getting at the ball than the player. If you should look, this is what I'm doing now. Me put it in a slow.
But the man not even go for the ball. The man not even go for the ball. None at all.
Hold on.
You know, this what MG understand.
She and I'm answering. Me I bring it up on Instagram right now. Right now.
MG, yeah, bring me back to the moment then. I don't want to go back to it. I want to move on.
No, man.
I want to move on, honestly.
No.
I bring up some emotions. I mean, I want to start back again.
Yeah, move from the one, because it's very sensitive.
Move on, MG, me I beg you. Move on.
Nobody play, move on.
Listen.
Move on, MG, me I beg you. Because the wonder, I got hurt me.
No, man. Listen, man. You see, listen, I'm not.
So probably you not look funny for an emotional.
I'm not using emotions or sentiments here. I am not using.
And I me one do no. And I me one. A whole heap of people.
I am not. This is analyzing the situation. We are analyzing.
The man father even call him the same night. Whisper father even call it the same night.
Yes. And that is
I tell you, I make you know so them done tackle.
That is the reason why I take it up as
the interview the coach the same day, the same moment after the match. Them interview the coach, same moment after the match, and the coach was saying the same thing. And so much people.
Are you listening to me, Shane? You're not listening to me. No, listen to me now. I took it up as my duty to go and do a proper research, re-watching the game, for me to come here and not be biased, and for me to come here and not use emotion, for me to come here and give you a proper analysis. I'm not saying that what I'm saying is the right thing. I'm not saying what you're saying is the right thing. I am not using emotion here. I'm looking at on a balanced perspective. That's how I rewatch it. If father sent it to me, see, initially when I see it, I say, no man, this look horrible. What I did, me slow it down in a slow, me put it at -4. Me put it at -4 because in real time, things can look way bad than what really happened. So, make we have a look at it. Since there's a big debate on it, why not let's have
But it's not even one. But it's not even one tackle. MG a whole heap and never won.
This is the tackle. This is the tackle that take him off. I feel.
Military.
This is the tackle. Unseen. This is the tackle that take him off the field.
Well on the military.
Unseen, me here.
The moment the player move away from his natural position, which is standing up and tackle, and lie down and tackle the man, him totally in a position where he's going to hurt the player.
So you say the defender lie down?
The defender go in and slide and go in and tackle and lie down.
All right,
Go
unseen.
up on the ground. Him in an unnatural position. So,
So
him going.
let's
Him
rewatch
not
it now.
him not a control over him body once.
What
him
are
go
the
down
factors
and
we're
just
looking for?
slide.
Lack of control on the body, eye studs,
Right.
foot above the knee.
No,
The
it don't have
aggression
to be
when
eye
going with-
studs.
Eh?
Don't have to be eye studs because the power when him going with can damage a person. Him not have to use him studs to
So,
damage a person,
unseen,
bro.
we can answer something.
Jesus.
If you're going at 18
But
yard,
enough man
hold on,
tackle like
unseen.
that and win the ball. No.
Unseen, if you're going at 18 yard box and you as the striker are go at the goal and the defender go at the ball and put his foot in front of you and you tip the ball over him foot and he catch your foot. Not
And I
even
say
hard
go.
and aggressive. Is it a
And I
foul or
say
not?
go. And I
Is it a
say go.
foul?
The man
Is it a
foot
foul?
swing. The man foot swinging in and lick the man,
No,
brother.
men-
Different thing
unseen,
that.
unseen. Listen, people. This is what I want to do. Me want to take let's take away from that. Unseen, we're speaking about a different situation now. If you are attacking inside of
but-
the 18-yard box, right? Unseen.
If you're gonna talk about the
Just
situation,
listen,
that
man.
makes sense.
Just unseen. Me no want you. Just follow me. Follow me. When you follow
Me I
me,
try. Me I try. Me I
try
try.
follow me. Unseen.
That's
Me I play. You are defender. Me I play against you, right?
Mhm.
I am as skillful as Whisper is.
Mhm.
Me in the 18-yard box, coming at 100 miles per hour, and you come at me, and you swing. You not swing. You come for the ball, and me throw the ball just in time, and you make contact with my toe. Not even hard. I'm a go down. Is it a penalty or not?
Coming from contact, make it a penalty.
All right.
Depending on
From,
box.
from contact, make it a penalty.
I'm a down with the ball.
100%. It's a penalty.
Right, 100% it's a penalty.
So, my question to you is, did I intentionally go to hurt you?
No.
Why not?
I went for the ball.
Me went for the ball.
Yeah, me never lie down on the ground.
Oh, me
Stand on
never-
the ground.
All right. So, me never, because me never lie down and stuff, no intention to do so. You know,
No malicious, none of this.
So hold on.
how do you
Me
equate
ask something.
malicious intent?
Yes, sir.
Unseen. How do you equate malicious intent?
Once you come out here, you come out here natural defensive position, like you're slide tackle and them something.
All right, this is
Don't-
what I'm gonna do.
you
I'm
don't
gonna
have control.
Now go play the video. People,
Over
now go
your
play the
body.
video. Let me know if you not see the video. Now go play the video. So this is the fast time. That time fast time. This is me play fast time tune again. That a fast time.
You necessarily the foot swing.
Me see foot swing.
Oh, that alone show you say you can damage the player.
But at that point in time when the foot swing, it
Look.
was not on the ground.
Look how the man foot turn when the man
Listen, at the point of contact, the player was not on the ground. See foot swing there. Good. Me ask you a question. You look good, right? Unseen.
No, hold on. Play it.
Unseen.
My
Me
God,
ask you,
him-
that is a freeze frame.
Unnatural position this.
Tell me now, the player up on the ground or not?
It's still an unnatural
Is
position.
the
Look at
player
him.
on the ground or not?
Look at the player,
Me
unnatural
ask you a
position.
question.
Same
Is the
way.
player on the ground or not?
Unnatural position. him.
Why you call it unnatural? Tell me why you call it unnatural.
Continue play the
Why
the
you call
video.
it unnatural? Remember,
Continue play the video.
No, man.
Continue-
Unseen, why
Continue
you
play
call
the
it
video.
unnatural position?
Well, I not continue play the video because
Unseen,
it's gonna show you.
no,
It's gonna
man,
show you why.
No. Unseen, you are the one.
You
Unseen.
can't just skip
Alright,
the video
Shane.
and then stop it.
Shane,
Yeah,
why
yeah,
you
move.
call this unnatural position? Why would you call this unnatural position?
Like Shane get kick off. But hold on a minute.
Oh,
Me
hold
ask
on,
some question.
add him back.
Hold on. Me ask
Shane,
some question.
are you
Wait a
seeing- are you
minute.
seeing the freeze clip?
You see the man there in the
No, me
post,
not
the
see.
man- the
Hold
man-
on,
the
me
man-
not
the
see. Talk to somebody, so me look. Go on.
All
Hold
right.
on, military. Wait
Yeah,
a
man.
military.
Yeah.
Let me ask some question. So what now say from a man go slide in a natural position?
Automatically.
Right.
Okay, so
No,
from inside
but
down
look how
natural
much
position.
man slide down win the ball.
That means that a defender no
Ah,
fit slide down
listen.
at all.
You see him
No,
Ajivon
them
say
never
a good defender, him always a slide down win the ball. Enough defender
Yeah,
slide
you
down
have to
win
win.
the
You
ball.
have to win the ball. You have to win the ball.
Fit
If
say
you don't
after win the ball, fi be natural.
Unseen.
No. What we are saying is that if you standing and tackling,
Yeah.
you don't stand a chance. It limit the chance for you to
All
get
right.
a red card.
So
or
you
a
will go
yellow
to
card.
know. We're
You
going to go to
understand
the
what
slow
I'm saying?
motion.
Yeah.
We're going to the freeze frame, you know. This is the
Referee,
freeze
referee.
frame. This frame is just before the defender missed the ball. But what I want you guys to know,
But look which part he might go. He might end up for go on the ground. That's how I try to tell you.
unseen, the player, when the player make a contact, he was not on the
Him
ground.
don't make the contact it.
But he
Which
was
point
not on the
him
ground.
don't-
Unseen.
But him don't make the contact
Yet,
it.
Unseen. He don't make the contact. Yes, I agree, he don't make it yet. But when he
Right.
made contact, the player was not on the
Where
ground.
were the player? Where the player? 2 foot them off for the
Unseen
for the
one
ground,
hand
go
for
up
them.
on the ground.
Unseen.
Play the video now, man.
Unseen
Play
the
the
right
video
foot
and
is on the
slow down
ground.
now. Play the
Unseen,
video when him kick
you
the
can
man.
see the
Play the
cursor.
video when he kick
This
the man.
foot is on the ground.
Just play the video when the man
This
kick the
is
man.
the
man.
left foot going for the ball. This is whisper foot
Jesus
and the ball right in
Christ.
front tight.
Listen to me
Because
now. Play
listen,
the
no,
video.
MG Licky Med tonight, Anthony. I don't know what.
not
but
tell me,
Licky
all right,
Med.
fine. Now play the game.
Just
Well, me
play the
now.
video.
Listen, this is
Play
the
the
slow
video.
motion now. This is the slow motion. Whisper was faster to the ball than the player. Look at it. Slow motion. Whisper was
The way-
faster to the ball than the player.
The way how the man are going hard,
Unseen.
it end up people drop on the ground. watch out.
Unseen. Whisper was
That's-
faster to the
See,
ball.
that have nothing to do with pass. That man going for the man knee a
Alright,
while
yeah,
ago.
hold on,
MG.
hold on.
I don't know what you are seeing.
The man
Foot
have a
above
man
MG, MG, the man swing off of the man knee. And
Right.
I'm telling you,
I
that
don't-
was not the first time in the game, MG. So you say, oh, Ray, you know much time before that, the whole of it over KC said, I said, John, what kill them. I want to send the man got cemetery today.
You want me to say-
This was just after a slew of wild tackles.
Listen,
So you say, oh,
People
Listen,
comments-
anyway,
people-
MG,
people-
move on, MG.
No,
Hold on,
no,
move
you know,
on.
you know, some
MG.
move on. The truth is not. I want to move on, you know. I want to
MG.
move on now. But you guys are being very, very unrealistic of the situation.
No, man, realistic,
What?
man.
You guys are being
What?
very unrealistic.
Look
You guys
on
are
that. Oh,
speaking
you
of
look on that
emotion.
video. MG. How could you possibly look at that video and talk about say cause Whisper faster than the man? Whisper was faster than CC man them enough time last night. You see them swing off for the man knee like that.
And hold on,
At any time, hold on, MG. At any time during the game last night, was there a player attempting to send Whisper to the mark last night? There's at least 6 tackles in that stats game where they were attempting to finish the man.
No.
There's no about it. There is no about it. Even in the watch the Mona game, there was nobody that constantly was going after the man knees like that. There was no game in the entire season, MG, where there were so many tackles after the man knee.
You guys are speaking from emotion.
There is no emotion, MG. Go back and watch the match and see how many
watched it
of
this
those
morning.
similar tackles.
I watched
You
the
are
match
just
this
showing
morning.
one tackle. Yeah,
watched
you
the
come
match this
convenient.
morning.
MG,
let me
you
roll
come
the clip again.
conveniently
Let
with
me roll the clip
one
again.
video. You
Let me
come
roll the clip
conveniently with one video.
Let me roll
When
the
there were so many times during the game where the man go above the man's sock, I try go above the man's socks.
Shane, you know
MG.
the reason why I use this video?
MG.
You know the reason why I use this video? Want to clear this up. This is the video that made him came off the pitch. This is the moment
Yeah,
that
but
made him
I'm
came
telling
off
you, there were even worse tackle than
No,
that one before.
No,
I'm telling
no. This is
MG,
the worst.
MG, I don't know which watch you was watching now, but
Shane,
move
I'm gonna
on,
watch
move
it,
on,
Shane.
MG.
Shane, I'm gonna watch
MG,
it.
5
Move
yellow
on,
cards,
MG.
4 were given on Whisper. 5 yellow cards and 4. 5
And some of those yellow cards were not
So
yellow
ridiculous.
cards, MG. 2 of those yellow cards were not yellow cards, they were straight reds.
You know that. So
I am telling you.
So you're saying that.
And if-
Hey, you know. All right, so let
You
me
know,
play
we
this
can
video
understand.
again. Let's play the video again. Let's play the video.
Play the video.
MG, move on.
Let's play the
Move on, MG. Make the show nice. It's too emotional.
No, I'm not
Move
emotional,
on.
no. I'm not emotional, no. Me, I'm
No,
not
no,
emotional.
but you get me because these
No.
things, when we think about livelihood,
because-
and we think about this young promising talent, and the future is so bright, and I don't know
None of
who
us
instigate
disagree on
what in these kids' mind
None
to
of
tackle the man like this,
None
right?
of us disagree
Me
on that.
feel a way about
MG,
it.
you-
MG,
right?
MG,
Alright,
me I tell you shoot. It's like you promote them type of
Unseen,
tactic.
speak from an
With the young
emotional
youth them.
Yeah, promote madness,
promote.
MG. Me I tell you, MG.
Yes.
Yeah, promote madness, MG. You
No.
cannot promote those kind of things. You
No.
me tell you something. You see when Andre,
Later.
hold on, MG.
No.
What
No.
MG?
No.
Hold on,
No,
MG. You
speak
see when
from the
Reggae
fucking
Boys are play, when
Listen.
Reggae Boys are play and Damian Lowe come in with them wild tackle them, you and the rest of people them are the first to say, yo, him can't control himself. Ray. Make we teach the kids them the right way of to tackle from
Okay.
early in the
And
days.
that
Don't
me can
promote
understand.
these kind of things,
So-
MG.
so-
Do not promote it.
All I'm saying is, I
Yeah,
am not
bro.
promoting
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
I am
promote
not
it, man.
Unseen and Shane. I am not promoting anything.
Then
All
we
I'm
are
saying
then-
is this. From what I saw, rewatching the game, those tackles, yes, they were mistime, but they were not malicious.
Alright, channel star. If
Move
them-
on now,
if-
move
if-
on. That's
you
your
can't-
conclusion.
If
Move
them,
on
if
now.
them tackling a malicious, I don't want to see your malicious tackle. Malicious tackle.
Exactly. I
As-
don't
as-
want to see your malicious.
Feel-
I
feel
know
malicious.
face you want the man kick the
Alright,
man
so you
first.
know
Yeah,
Sasaki
yeah.
can late
Move
and
on,
it's malicious,
MG.
right?
Move on,
Your,
MG.
your,
You know
your malicious
Sasaki can late
tackle.
and it's not malicious.
Your malicious tackle would be
Move
something,
on,
something that,
MG. Make the show nice, please.
that end a youth career. Your malicious tackle with something that ends somebody's career. That's all I make it.
Okay,
That's
well.
how you make it sound.
All right, so if you believe that, I
MG,
believe that. I believe, I
MG,
definitely
MG.
believe.
MG, you ever take
So me I played the last time.
you ever take up a whistle?
Me and
and
me
go on,
played the list unseen. Me I played the last time.
No, me
Hold
ask
Hold
that
on,
question.
hold on.
Yeah, play last
Me can say something?
Yeah, go on, Damon.
Alright. Me agree with both sides, right? Cause what you know?
You can't
Well,
be both
military,
sides,
hold
man.
on, no, hold on, me talk, no.
You go
When
bonnet
military
too.
says that, alright, when Shayna says that, they're not supposed to tackle him and like that, fear going on him like that. But let me tell you what me look on him. Me look on him a way that you can't go in a match and look on him and I'm afraid to tackle him, or look on him and say, alright, me I go make you run past because I'm afraid to tackle him, or me I go miss time or whatever. You have to tackle him, but at the same time, referee them have a job to protect him. So, him and then can't go in and tackle him certain way.
And that
them
referee
not
is
do nothing
poor.
about
That
it.
referee was very poor.
And
That
the
referee
not
should
do
not
nothing. But
ref
at the same
another
time-
game.
But I
Shane.
see
The referee then not
Hold
correct
on,
no more game.
Shane.
But at the same
Shane.
time, them.
KC made 11
It's like
tackles
no
and not one
them
card.
tackle none tall. Hold on. No.
Yeah.
It's like at the same time, no want him and them tackle none tall. And so football still, you have a player like that, you have to tackle him. Or way you do, make him and just run, go score.
You
7 goals for
son.
you.
So, no.
You have to tackle him.
No, what you were
But
saying
at
no
the same time,
nonsense.
referee them have
No,
to
no,
protect
no.
him. You see me?
No,
Referee
I
them have
started
to
out by
protect him.
saying this.
Shane.
Damon, I started out by saying this.
Yeah.
I said CC, the coach employed a wrong strategy. That's how I started out and say, listen,
Yeah.
they gave Whisper. It's like they never understand who Whisper is. They were giving him too much room. I said this also a couple weeks ago when Georges and Casey were playing in that last match at Stadium East.
Mhm.
I did not enjoy the match because the amount of room Whisper have, he was just tying with them. Right? So I don't want to see match like that. That's not entertaining. If you have a star bar, I forget touch up. I have no problem with that. You put on the one or two defender upon him and he move left or move right and get a touch. But you can't get you can be tackle hard. But tackle legal, try go off of the ball, try to get the ball first, even before you wipe him out then. But there were tackles when the boys were not attempting
And
off
that's why
the
I
ball
say that's
any
why
at
where
all.
referee come in. Referee have to
And that's why
protect him.
Ancina said this referee no good and me agree with him 100%. The referee and not a ref no more match.
First of all,
I mean I try banter no man job, but the man enough a ref no more match, brother.
So
First
Shane,
of
you
all,
answer question?
military,
Mhm.
in the video, your foot not supposed to go higher than the ball. That's the first thing go wrong this. You ever take up a whistle and ref a game pan a field?
Of course.
Alright. No, so you would have really see the tackler, you know, talk to the player and tell him
Of
say, yo,
course,
you
we
know.
talk to play. I give him a yellow card as well. He got a
Right?
yellow card, and he got
So
a start talking to.
you for determine if this is not a malicious when you could have take the player off of the field and end him career.
Unseen.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well,
Alright.
unseen.
Oh, that makes
Remember,
sense.
say every man not perfect, you know, say now go in a tackle and can't time it
Listen
good
to me
enough.
now,
for
man.
you.
But on a
You see
one
me?
and a two and a three time, it was many times.
Listen to me now.
If it was a one-time thing,
Shane.
no problem. It was many times.
Well, I know
Listen
Shane.
to me.
Alright,
Listen to me, I say.
Alright, the last thing
Last thing
me
I say.
Like I say last thing
I
on it. Whisper took up the ball against CC and dribbled past 6 players and busting it. 6 players. And busting it. 6 players. In the game of versus stats, Isha and Whisper took
I know
the
so
ball.
much still, but go ahead.
The game against stats, Isha and Whisper got the ball. The players
One.
were very aggressive on him.
Two,
Very,
three,
very aggressive.
cheap players.
You
A cheap players,
Yeah.
man say 6.
You can't deny attackers for being aggressive. Defenders for being aggressive on attackers. You can't deny that. Yes, the tackles were very much overly aggressive. But
But
in
what you go about this?
football, you see the key
It
players.
is not war. It is football, not war.
It is not war, it
Football.
is football. Listen to this now.
Yes.
If it was one player who was tackling Whisper alone, I call it backyard, then you have a problem. But the mere fact say,
But it was two main one of them, you know. Two of them mainly, you know.
But
You
I
mean
mean,
you
two
know
of them
something
are
chipping at the two of them, you know.
everybody on the pitch
No, but
tackling.
there's nothing wrong with tackling. You have to tackle with
All right.
stuff. If me was the opposing coach, me a tackle him and me a tell him man say if him got a bathroom, follow him. And if him look like him a get where, go down there and try get get the ball and everything. Listen up. But what I am saying, is nothing wrong with tackling, right? What I am saying, there were some egregious, malicious intention to kill kind of tackle where end the man career at the knee area, the higher right or the top of the man's socks there. See, no intention to play the ball, none at all.
You know more.
Shane, how much of those tackles did he, sir?
Military.
Well, I know. Shane, how much of those tackles did he, sir?
I saw at least 4 or 5 of them.
Much?
4 or 5 wicked out of the.
Okay, well,
at least 4 or 5 of them.
I will tomorrow morning rewatch the game. Now rewatch it tomorrow morning. This is what I'm going to do.
MG, done the argument. No come back on the show with that, MG.
Listen.
No come back on the show again with it, MG. Now beg you. Can you see us? Yeah, spoil the show tonight in the MG. When we shouldn't talk about CC play, right? And big up the players then.
You're speaking out of emotions. I'm speaking from an analytical perspective. What my plan is to do is for you, Shane, who is very emotional about the situation, to come to a conclusion and say, okay, this tackle, borderline red card. That tackle, as what you said, not necessarily. That tackle should be straight red card. That is what we need to do. Because from your perspective, from your perspective and unseen perspective, 9 of those players on the pitch versus Stats should have sent off. That is the perspective that I've gotten from you guys. And I believe that
I said there were 2 players consistently on Stats. 2 players consistently on Stats. Doing madness.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about.
So
right? Those 2 players.
Those players should have gotten red.
Yes. The Stats shouldn't be down to 9 man easy.
Alright. So can I say something? In that game, you said that the referee was atrocious. No.
He was past atrocious.
All right, so let me ask you.
Yo, hello.
If I was grading,
can you hear me?
Yeah, man, we are here.
Nobody
let me
can
ask
hear
you
me.
one more question, Richie. Casey committed 11 fouls, not 1 yellow card. Do you think that Casey was playing as Saints? Shane?
What you say a while ago? Repeat the question.
11 tackles, not 1 yellow card.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Casey was playing as Saints?
If they were playing that Saints?
Like Saints, like Jesus. Perfect.
If you remember, MG, if you remember when I was giving the breakdown of the game, before I even mentioned anything about what the Stats players were doing.
Do you believe Casey should have got a yellow card?
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, MG. Cause you know, MG. Me tell you, he's an objective person, man.
Okay.
Me can't change. That's some mistake. And if you go back and play back exactly, let me say it here. The KC defending in that game, every time the forward line for Stats was coming, they were backing off some tackles and I see them for going to them. Not me, I said tackle. All me I saw tonight stand. Tackle, the man them a back off. And then when they might get a one beat, you see them stretch them foot a little bit. And it's a foul.
Oh.
There was nothing warranting any yellow card. Them foul the man because them get a beaten. But there's nothing malicious there.
All right, Richie.
Shane,
I am talking about tackles that are at the knee level.
Welcome to the program, Richie.
Well, good night, everybody. You know, just an insight of what is being said. What Shane said is 100% correct. He is right. For your information, Stats did send it in text that they were going to hurt Whisper. They sent it, and the text is there.
Argument done. Show it people.
I can't rectify that.
Under 16, you don't have to rectify it. I'm telling you that.
No,
it's my son.
But come on, Richie.
And I'm
Richie,
saying this. Just
Richie,
listen
not
to what
because
I'm
they
saying.
are telling me means
I'm
to
listening
take
to
it
your
like
program.
that.
I'm coming on to... No, you don't have to take it. Don't take it. I'm just coming on your program to make a mischief.
Okay.
It's my son. And I'm telling you that they sent text saying that they're going to hurt him like they did in the under 16. Didn't they do that same tackle in the under 16?
Yeah, 16?
Yes or no?
Of
yes
course, Whisper came off in this about 60 or 70
thank you. How many fouls did he get in the under 16? How many fouls?
Quite a lot.
No. Go and watch that under 16 game again. I have sleepless nights about it.
It's on my program.
I have sleepless nights about it. And I was in Spain watching it over and over again. Only time Whisper can get a foul is when him way out of position. He should have gotten 2 penalties in that game. Didn't get one.
Watch it.
Didn't get one.
Never get it.
So it's over and over there. It's going up from the hierarchy down to the referee. And I can show you texts where I sent to Issa and I tell you that I will not let my son play if the referee don't protect him.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that. No, you as a person, MG, I got say that you watch that and don't see that as malicious. You're being very naive, and I'm speaking with emotion. I don't
Trust me.
Shane want to say I am speaking with emotion. Those are malicious tackle after they send the text. The man that run the talk shop and the cafeteria at Stats is a KC old boy, and they told him straight, we're going to break up your boy today. A stretch, I'm going to bring him off.
All right, so
when we are going to tell you these things and you're going to say, oh, this is not this is
Richie,
not a malicious tackle.
This is what
5 yellow cards. Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm talking with emotion, so you have to let me just show my emotion. You understand?
Yeah.
5 yellow cards. And out of those, after you send a text, 5 yellow cards. Out of those 5 yellow cards, 4 is yellow, and you think nothing of that is deliberate over a player's shin pad onto his knee?
Over the ball.
Over the ball, you not even touch the ball. That is a
MG, a disappointment. I'm not like MG, honestly. God,
good night, everybody. I appreciate it.
All right, big up, Richie. Listen, Shane, I understand the perspective that you guys are coming from. One is coming from the father, one is coming from a very, very loyal father.
By the way, a Whisper father that?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm father.
May God bless him.
And if you listen to the coach.
Listen, man. Listen. I understand where you come from, but you guys are speaking more so from an emotional aspect of it.
No. Me not blind. Me is a very objective person, MG. This not nothing. Me are the one who come on this other day and say KC I gonna lose. Me say CC I gonna beat KC. That me say. I am an objective person. Me not blinded by purple and white, even though I bleed purple and white.
You don't say I speak for emotions already.
So me just tell you, but when it comes to this kind of topic, where I am seeing that somebody is purposely and maliciously going to end somebody's food, them time they mega get emotional. And MG, if you honestly, in Jesus' name, watch that match and can't see the intent, and as the father said, in this under 16 finals, which you proudly state all the time, Stats beat KC, Whisper never finished that match because they took him out also. Zin? I'm telling you, MG, move on. You hold your thing, and Missy say you hold your thing. Right? And me I say, move on, MG. This is about people livelihood, and it's personal. And that's it personal to me because it have nothing to do with KC. It have to do with when somebody is when somebody are try box food out of somebody plate and understand the implications of those things. Them thing there. They rub me the wrong way.
What go on, CC?
Right?
So me there, man, me there.
What do you think about the topic so far?
Watch out. Are the tackle adjustment?
No man, the whisper
They
No
wanted the
man,
malicious, by the way.
CC you know do nothing like that, my general. CC you know do nothing like them thing there. Them CC a decent, wicked ball playing school.
At the start game,
yeah.
Yeah man, but me don't know why MG has stick past stats game and it gone a long time.
But Shane,
All right, so are you
Shane.
let us continue with the CC versus KC.
What you know, Shane?
Yeah man,
CC,
yeah man.
What you know? Me get what
yeah.
you're saying, no, but at the same time, as me I say, referee have to protect the player them. Because we don't want to give a man the wrong impression saying you're supposed to go in a game and tackle. But referee them have to protect the player them.
No. Yeah, I agree 100% to the ref. And I
Yeah.
said the ref should not ref again. However,
Yeah.
don't ignore. Remember this, you know? They are school boys.
That
We are adults for the most part. We are adults. And MG is an influencer with over 20,000 followers. And we love the program that he has and we follow him. So I imagine he is an influencer. So he's even going to influence youths. So the things that come out of his mouth matters. And we should be responsible and be sending the right
But you know,
message. As
Shane,
influencers, we have a responsibility for
I
that.
told people mash up in a game, you know. Because Casey mash up Satchwell and stats mash up Whisper. I told man,
Satchwell not getting a mash up, sir.
CC, you're not allowed to say stats. KC tried to hurt anyone.
Which part
No,
Satchel
she-
get mashed up? Which part Satchel get
All
mashed
right,
up?
we're not MG. Since you insistent on the foolishness, MG, bring the videos tomorrow where KC players maliciously tackled Satchel. Since you want to bring that narrative now,
Tomorrow
MG,
morning.
you bring the videos.
Tomorrow morning,
Bring the videos. Show me.
I'm going to spend 2 hours tomorrow, an idea, and rewatch the game. I'm going to clip the tackles that were made in the game, and the reason why I'm going to
Yes.
do those tackles in the game. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring it here, and I'm going to post it on my Instagram, I post it on my Twitter, and tomorrow we'll come here and we're going to really have a look at those tackles. Because remember, you know, listen keenly.
And I'll be a listener.
Casey made one less tackle than stats, and Casey walked away with the game without a yellow card.
It has nothing to do with tackle.
Hold on, Shane, hold on. No. Casey walked away the game without a yellow card, and Stats walked away with 5 yellow cards and 1 red card. And because they got the red card, people not even mentioning that the red card, it was actually a second yellow for just stopping Whisper on a counter attack. Just clip him. It wasn't anything visible. It was just a transitional foul, which is a part of football. But
MG, hold on the Shane. This is my final talk. How we say, if KC man them tackle Satchel bad and I go after him, and if Stats man then go after Whisper, for take him out, it's wrong, and we not condole that no time at all.
Exactly.
We don't.
Exactly.
We don't.
But then
And how you sound,
I'm not saying that it should happen.
how you
What
make
me
it
I say
sound.
is military.
It's
Hold
like,
on.
Yeah,
hold
I
on
understand.
a CC. I done it. But them a call me down.
Ansi, listen. You
Well, I'm
guys
finished,
believe
huh?
that I'm saying that I said them for play. I'm not saying I said them for play. But I'm saying that
If you're gonna
way
defend
people
it-
are making it seem, in my perspective, listen, if me say, all right, let me show you something. Before every single game, Craig Butler looked at all their opponents and said, it's time to die. Does that literally mean they want to kill them? No.
That's a semantics, Reggie.
Exactly.
Come on.
So if me look, Nancy, if you're the best player for one team, and me say, boy, me mash you up. As me and the defender of the other team. Say me a mash
Let me
you up.
ask you a question. You're a soldier.
Well,
One young boy say I come kill you. You want to take no check?
Oh, so because Butler
Don't
said that
argue.
it's a semantics. But because
Don't
so another
argue.
man fi say me fi take it away. So how you
MG, we see the excuse them. We see the excuse them. We are make MG. So we want to move on.
CC,
MG.
hold on.
Please.
CC, what's about the game? KC versus CC. Yeah, me know you're a Clarendon fan.
Yeah, the KC versus CC game. All right, I'm gonna tell you. And KC man them they get the win cause we allow Whisper to stand up at the half line and collect the ball and run left the man them. Because there's nothing else KC was doing in the game, but then deserve to win the game. But guess what? Whisper scored 4 goals and they win the game. So you can't take away, you know. But they know what me I
CC
try
can
to
talk
say.
in madness. Is it?
Ansi, when you talk about our madness, KC don't know nothing about the football game, brother. Nothing. Nothing, Ansi. If you come say KC know nothing about the
Yeah,
football
talk
game.
off yeah, talk off
KC don't know
emotions, man.
nothing about the football game yesterday, brother.
We tell you all the while, no, say, you don't understand football. No.
Ansi, what you know about football? You come about me not understand football. What do you know about football?
Yeah, madness at all.
Anything what you do in a football, me can do it, brother. So nobody ease yourself out talk about like you know nothing about football more than me. You don't know nothing in a football more than me, more than you probably go one class and get one certificate. And what me can go do and get same way. I go coach one team, but I don't have time for that to come try to prove for you.
I can't
No time for that, you know.
with any.
Me, I tell you, say, in the ball game, Clarendon College created all of the, first of all, KC, which opportunity that Whisper scored that was created by KC, which was not a misplaced pass by Clarendon
The
College.
fourth goal. Beautifully worked.
What may I say
Transition.
is military, Whisper, a general. See, Clarendon College never came and respected Whisper. It's as if we are playing and saying, oh, this brother is not good. You understand what I say? And that man is the danger man. The man is a talisman. The youth is a goal scorer, a talismanic goal scorer, prodigy. When the man touch the ball, 9 out of 10 times I go kick the ball and upon target tago. Out of that 9 out of 10 times when you go upon target, 7 out of the 9 that go in the back of the net. You get the man as a military, so you cannot take no check with the youth.
Mm-hmm.
So far, to me, we are playing the game naive, by the way, to the point I feel like say, we are play one game. We are play one game today, brother. Oh, me I said to myself, say, I wonder if the man them really are gonna make Whisper walk past them and go score them goals.
Question CC. What if that is the tactics that the coach deploy? Sit deep, punch up and whisper, make him do work.
Military. If that are the tactics the coach employ, you see?
Mm-hmm.
It work out, however, CC never did score the goal when they get a match opportunity. In the first 10 to 15 minutes, Whisper a cuss. In the mid-life part, that's all. KC no see ball on at all in the first 10 to 15 minutes. CC in the box every minute.
So that's your play. So that's your better team?
No, brother, listen to me I say. CC make 1,000 pass yesterday in a game. CC in a KC box. Make about 200 touch in a KC box.
So KC
have about 5 touch in a CC box. And if 4 out of 5, I go them a Whisper score.
So that important part of football of the
Score
score goal, bro.
Unseen. KC.
We don't understand, you know. A CC, you know, is that I would agree with it if you say CC play the more attractive type of football. But playing attractive type of football doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the game.
Agree.
Scoring goals.
Attractive.
So all you're going to say CC not deserve to win.
Me never say
KC never deserve to win.
Listen to me I say. If Clarendon College was taking their opportunities, right? Me tell you, me not take nothing away from KC victory. But if Clarendon College was taking their opportunities and putting the ball at the back of the net, one at a time I feel like the man them want walk the ball at the net. Like a dribble, the man them want dribble in the net. We get an opportunity military. The man broke about 4 or 5 man and pass the ball to the player. The player
all right.
Control.
So that is the deficiency of your team. That's CC deficiency.
Yeah.
Not doing the right thing is the most important part of it. So all you're going to take away the brilliances of the coach, Watson. Implying a strategy that worked.
Deployment was spectacular.
Which is brilliant.
Brilliant deployment. Because the truth is, let me show you people. The truth is, it's not only passing and attractive football necessarily means that it's the only type of football that's going to play. I thought that Watson knows it. Team now go out possess CC. It don't make no sense to try and match him possession base. It don't make no sense. So what them do? This is what them do. Let's do this. Let's put 5 men behind the ball. Let's make Whisper utilize the spaces. The problem in that game is where Lenny Hyde did not adjust to that. He was still sticking to his principle, which is a good thing by sticking to principle and believing in principle. But out the nature of the game now go after the 3rd goal, you must switch it up.
Lenny Hyde adjust, man.
You need to adjust. I thought
Lenny Hyde adjust. Him adjust.
Yeah, but Lenny adjust after the 4th goal.
Adjusted military.
After the 4th goal, he adjust.
when the man score 4 goals, then he adjust. You know, say a 20 can't manage Whisper. You see the number 6, Adges, the number 20 can't manage Whisper. Whisper faster than Whisper faster than what I man them. So I'm gonna run left you. But you know, the first thing, when you go to man, see him gonna receive the ball. First of all, the first goal the man scored. If you fall the man from in for them off.
Yeah.
If you fall the man from in for them off.
Right. So
there's no way.
So CC, all me here talk about deficiencies at your team. And then previously when you just start talking, you say team KC are really playing a ball to win the game.
KC not playing a ball, brother. KC have 9 man behind the ball.
So me a correct now, I say to you, say, that's a tactics by KC to play that way. And it bear fruit for them.
Yeah,
because CC play majority of their ball in their own half, passing the ball.
I don't know that.
Listen, nobody with that unseen.
Listen to me now. I see CC make much pass than them back line. I mean, I say, why you try to break the line with the pass? And them under one love. Them keep on a pass, but just back this up, back to me.
You know which player on the pitch? Unseen. You know which player on the pitch had the most touches? Malachi Douglas. He had the most touches.
Malachi Douglas run left in midfield all the while. He might want a problem too.
No, I do not agree with that, Unseen. He was
Malachi Douglas run left in midfield all the while.
Unseen. He was one in the midfield who
and lose the ball.
I try to create something.
You know watch the game, man.
Okay.
I'm tell you.
What is Malachi's position? What is Malachi's role and responsibility?
Box to box, him not play.
Box to box, him not play. Who was the DMA defensive?
Koopy. Number 16.
All right. One of them last. Completely last.
Number 16.
None of them the last. Not one of them last. Unseen.
Let me tell you what go on military.
Let me tell you something. You can play very, very... The truth is, in my perspective, I strongly believe that CC played very good. They played excellent football they played. On the day, they played extremely well going forward. You know the problem was? When Whisper got the ball, they did not know what to do.
Too much back pass caused the problem. Too much back pass. Too much unnecessary back pass.
No,
listen to me now. Most of the mistake them were
one mistake from a back pass.
Most of the mistake they make a back pass.
It was one unseen.
Back pass.
The rest of goal they concede a transition. When
Douglas,
midfielder get it quick.
Douglas last in the game. The Coop last in the game. All they want to do attack. What about defending?
All they want to do attack.
What about
defending? Remember you just said the man them listen. Remember you said the man them as play ball on the back line. If them play ball in the back line, hold them for the attacking third. If they say play all the ball in the
military, watch you know.
And you just said that, you know.
I'll probably show me a CC fan make him man them watch it. But you see, in the game, military, CC football is total football. Every man a touch the ball. And at no point in time, we in the football game and we adjusted for divert from that. Every man a touch the ball. At one point in time, the man has whispered this. It's like the man must say, all right, here we go. To me, you have to adjust and say, oh, this man can't score for you. This man is the only man who can beat CC, and we make him beat it. Because if you get the man out of the game, nobody else in the KC side can beat CC. Nobody else. And we see it. We see it even against...
What is the left for now? What is the left for now?
What I say a while ago, unseen, nobody else can beat it. You know the game where KC lose to stats, you know what make them lose? The youth, the name in a number yet feel say he might talisman and take up a ball game. And Whisper now get no ball like that. You know the game, you know Whisper do? Whisper, the coach have Whisper offline. Whisper no, a 4 things Whisper do in a game. Score the goal, a 4 goal. You know, so the man did turn up by offline in the military.
But you don't really know if you do more than that still not CC.
If you go back to your stats game,
you really do not more than that still.
Yeah, but no, but I say, the man stand up at the offline, and I say, watch her. You tell lose he made enough, because I'm intelligent enough. You know, say, from your dad, the offline, in a year off. You just want to know, say, you're not go offside now. I'm the right to say, no. He knows say, him have a pace, he have close control, him have a pace, and can beat the player. So, you see, right, that's what I say. You see, when he receive the ball, if me have edges over there, edges slower than him, But if me have edges over there, I tell edges, say, in him body. As him get the ball, in him body. Don't make him turn. You know when Lenny I say, after a man score 4 goals, Lenny out there tell him on them, don't make him turn. Better go and go sit down back on the bench. First goal.
I think you could have stopped him from turn still to me.
No, but may I tell you, say, if you
stop him from turn, and every ball the man get, the man face the defender them.
When I say, if you have a man for the man.
Hold on, unseen. If you are a defender and you are Mark Whisper, what would you do?
Me not running, me not idiot, me not running. I
What,
running, me
but
say
if
man,
you
they are
fast
running.
on you, what you gonna do?
Me not
You
running, me
can't
say
give no space in turn.
on a space me again for turn.
What you gonna do?
Alright, me tell you what me tell my player for.
No, what? Me,
Right.
no. Me say
And
if
the-
you
and-
were a defender, what would you do?
Me tell you so me a coach, me tell my
No,
player.
man,
Me
no,
not
man.
playing a ball. Me not playing a ball.
You see, though, you know, me say, unseen, me I tell us, you know,
Me a coach.
You
Me not
different
playing a ball.
points,
Me not
them, no,
me
but-
not playing a ball.
and unseen, and me
Yeah,
say
coach.
you, me I say if you, me not
Anybody
say if
can
you're
beat
coach.
me.
Alright, if you're a coach, what you tell the player for today?
Which bag around left me and beat me? Because me not playing a ball.
Alright, fine. If you're a coach, what would you tell your defenders to do?
The first thing I tell him, I said the whisper. Me first thing I do, I research and find out which one of them foot them my weakest foot. Which
In
one
right
of them
foot.
my weakest.
But
Which
he
one
can
of
kick
them
you
I
ball
foot.
same way.
Yeah, him can dribble good on left, him can dribble good on right. And there's a lot of videos you can look on and see. The first thing I got dissect. Right?
But we know that. You analyze that,
Well,
and know that, but what you tell the player for do?
Well, I tell you, I do. So I gotta sit down with my defender them and make them know say when him get the ball and him dribble off for you, allow him to pick up on the weaker foot all the time and lead him to the line. Don't make him come inside. Once him come inside, there are tactical fouls they can do. We don't get yellow card.
No, that is not allowed.
And it don't
Tactical
look
fouls are
malicious.
not allowed.
And it don't look malicious.
Tactical
That's what
fouls
I'm
are
saying.
not allowed.
Why?
Why my why? You get yellow card feet.
Me no must get a yellow card.
Oh, you know that?
That me I tell you, say a whole heap of fouls you can do and you get card.
You're not supposed to
Like,
foul him and
it come like a nasty. Where you buying a foul? Foul in a football game. I want to.
Oh, foul in a football game. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
First
So,
of
so
all,
I said,
we
some
don't
tactical
want
fouls.
You know more know the military.
Yeah.
TC come back out in the second half. And I don't see it in the first half. I didn't even want to mention this because I night I could lose. Whisper getting crowning because Whisper beat the best team in the island. So yeah, where I go do? I hate that, you know. Because we don't come and allow the man for us to come demolish the team. So we can't take that for it. You see, number one, I'm going to say this. A youth like Whisper, you cannot come and underestimate. And Carolina College came and played their game and underestimated Whisper. And the man scored 4 goals.
Underestimate Whisper, they underestimate the whole Casey. You know,
No, brother, we don't underestimate the whole Casey. Because Casey have no night ball. So you know that you don't know about that.
Because Mattis and Shakes win a lot of ball and give Whisper.
We know, you know, me tell us already. Say some misplaced pass. A misplaced pass, brother.
Whisper, this to me now. CC always make mistake in the midfield or in the back line. Just like the school them when they play against previously, never end up beat them bad. Tell me, I tell you that.
Me not agree with that.
When them play Yarkas, they make whole heap of mistake at the back line.
You figure there was a real condition.
Yarkas could have dropped them.
Unseen, you figure
Yarkas
there
not
was
have
a
the
walk
talent.
like pitch man, and like, come on, Unseen, man. Listen.
Yo,
listen.
let me tell you this, military. Me feel like Unseen this out. Did I wait for this? To come and say everything to say, oh,
Man.
say CC not good because
Yeah,
you
man,
Unseen say if CC and KC play 10 times, CC beat KC 8 out of 10 times. Remember me tell you that.
Yeah, the man. Jesus
KC, Whisper, you buck up in a better, you buck up in the best schoolboy football talent right now. And you get beaten. That is just it. And nobody can take that away. The youth beat
So here we know. I am me not agree 100% with Unseen and me not agree 100% with you either. The truth is I really believe CC is the better team. And yes, I agree also that if they play 10 times, I honestly believe that CC would win more than KC. Because the coach would learn. And I believe if he was marked properly, he probably would have scored 2, but he would have scored 4. Understand? And that would have make a world of difference in the game. So I just believe that man for man, CC are the better team, but just arrogance on the coach part, he never believe when he made the whole heap of Jamaicans attack how good this youth was, and so he did not prepare properly. Unseen would do him homework and make sure some defender them would have ready. But Lenny Hyde did not do proper homework on this youth. I think he believed that because he has the best team in the island, he couldn't go out there. And him say it himself. Him couldn't just go out there and play. But I believe if they were to play a couple more time and now Lenny Hyde see for himself first on what Whisper can do. Yeah, him would have made the necessary corrections and CC would have more time.
The man
So
that
me ask-
respect the youth, Shane. In
So
the
me
game.
ask you a question. The man are bagging so much goal, and this man is a well-known coach. And you tell me say him no respect Whisper.
Ben Anthony never see it.
No. It's because remember Ansin, remember the man never play against this man before and here say him good.
No,
Hold on.
in the ear.
Yeah, no, him here say him good and know say him good. But he believes that the system that his team has is even better, will prevail.
Exactly.
That is what. And that's why I say he was arrogant because he believed in his system so much that at the end of the day.
Shane, you know what the man say? The man said this Kleiner College team is better than the team with him playing with Den Hutchinson and Tapazuki and all of them man there. The man said this Kleiner College team is the best two-boy football team in there. So if a man are coming on a game like that, Shane, when I tell you say, yo, from
arrogance, man.
To this day, he might be best team ever. And better than them man that will win Money Cup, then the man can win the Costa Cup. Remember, you know? Them man that win Money Cup, you know. Then the man come a country can win the Costa Cup, you know. And win a live a shield and everything, you know. And the man said, them man are better than the man, you know. So if I come in we don't live like arrogance, brother. But all right, before you close out, what I say?
Well, man, you go in the last start, man. CC, like already done his start already. Run it.
Yeah, so me I say, yo, in the game, we can't take away from KC. Them deserve to go final because Whisper do the magic, right? The youth is special. A lot of people take the youth, underestimate the youth. The fact that the youth never met the under 20 team show you say enough of them underestimate the youth and I rate the youth. You understand? And they come and show in the game again. I believe that Lenny had walked away from the game, knowing that the youth is special. Going into the game, he thought that he had a superior system where no one schoolboy football could have beat. You see, the youth named Jamal Lee Porter in the Manning's game also could have done what Whisper did in that same Manning's game, if allowed, because that youth is also prolific. What? And it almost happened again against us. However, Porter score, but I'm saying to you that Whisper probably look like him more. I don't know if I probably more a greater exposure. So him have a little bit more in terms of IQ, because in terms of IQ, you can see you may use it in the game highly yesterday. In the game, several opportunities went a begging, and I think that we missed the fact that we never played with a striker. I don't know if I one striker having our team, and as a result of his injury, we never have no striker on the field. Playing a false nine system, I think sometimes we as coach with them young player, we complicate things. But we as coach, the people them as coach with them young player, complicate things too much sometimes for the youth them way. You're playing a false nine system, yes. However, some of the time you can simple down the game. You see me, because we never had a striker in the game. We were playing a football game where nobody was taking a portion of shots. It's like they wanted to walk the ball into the goal. We scored 2 brilliant goals, yes, but it was after we conceded 4. Scored 2 brilliant goals, got back into the game. We got an opportunity where the player got the ball at his feet. The goal are begging, just the keeper to beat, and he controlled the ball. As he controlled the ball, the KC defenders got back in the way, blocked the shot, and that was that. But I won't sit here and say, KC never deserved to go to the final, because you can't take away from the superlatives that this guy, the man have finished with that. The man come to the game with 25 goals, gone up to
29.
Yeah, gone up, no man, 25 goals.
Yeah, and gone down to 29.
And then him score 4, so 29 goals, 18 assists and stuff. I mean, it is what it is. I think what I see this season, he probably don't end up winning the Money Cup again, because I don't think he should play schoolboy football next season. It doesn't really make sense, because you have talent that you can see how you can develop on and grow up on, and them have a little bit more maturity for do. So staying in schoolboy football, I don't think he's going to get the maturity there. Because even when I understand that the CC player might have said something to him, but you can't, that theatrics that he did in the middle of the game, you can't do that. You see me? If you're going to become a professional footballer, you can't do them.
What him can do?
No, man, we see that CC and the Premier League.
The cloning no matter, but when Whisper they are cloning.
We see that in La Liga,
We did love
that
you,
in Premier League, Champions League, we see that.
Military.
Basketball different sports too, but that's something regular.
Yeah, but
Well,
what
remember
me
what
close off, man. May I say to you, say, in a football, international football, if you score, you can celebrate.
Why
But
never
if
score
you
the point
don't
in time?
score, If you don't score, bro, but yes, you lead 4 and or anything. You're not score. You're not score. Your team a lead, and then somebody said something to you as a player said something to you, and your reaction is to do something like that. You're going to get. Iman could I get a card now? You know why the
Oh,
referee not give him a card?
why am I
Why
forgetting?
referee? Well, I know. You know why the
Unsportsmanship,
referee not give him a card?
What
Unseen,
referee
unsportsmanship.
He
What?
get a
Unsportsmanship.
Yeah, man, you gotta get
unsportsmanlike
one chance
behavior.
for that. You
So
don't
why
get
so why Ajis never get card for himself?
No, because I whisper reply. The reply.
But
No,
that's-
Ajis, it two of them should have get one card. You see, if you
And
give
let me
one
tell you
card,
how
you
it
have
go.
to get Ajis
Some
one
of the
card.
time, the first person don't normally get the cards. Some of the time. Most of the time, actually. The first person who made the first something. But he said something. He don't what if he never, not even say, boy, no good. What if he say, no good? That not mean, that is not unsportsmanship. But the jeering and the gesticulating, that's unsportsmanship. So he would have gotten a card for that. But, me see that everywhere. So me not say nothing about it. Me see that all in the Premier League.
That all the while.
Eh?
Man laugh off a man and use them and
No, man, you just asked me if you ever draw whistle before, no, man. You're supposed to know them thing, yeah.
Military,
Of
if you
course.
watch a game against CC yesterday, you see why Jamaican referees right now can't go no international go ref no game because I tell you say yo, in the game I see man tell a KC youth to come off for a field because if many KC youth them a go down and one of you go down for your injury, you know. You go down, you keep go down for your injury and he keep up on the bench to get up and warm. Keep up on the bench to get up and warm, you know. And the man go down for your injury. The next defender you go down for your injury. And him did it, and the man say, oh, watch it now, come on for the field. The ref tell him, say, come on for the field. The man did it now, and man, come on for the field. The referee tell him to come on for the field, and you not come on for the field. What kind of style that? Ball boy disappear.
Alright.
In the game, CC tug one youth jersey. That after KC had tug man jersey, you know. CC tug one youth jersey, yellow card. One man close line a CC player. And no but nothing. But me now go into them thing there because me don't want to make you feel like something I take one from the youth.
That's a nitpicking still. That's a nitpicking. So me never
That's what I say. Me don't want to go in it, but
Alright.
what I say is unseen. The
Well,
fact
I
say-
see, remember, so we have to move
yeah,
on.
but me just say this last thing. Me say-
Yeah.
The fact say something never get the card. He got a card earlier when he scored the goal and do the same thing. He got a yellow card. He's the only KC player with a yellow card now. He got a yellow card for the same thing that he did against with Ajis. So if he got that card, you know why the referee in a game? Because if he get the card, he would play in the final.
Oh, well, that's
He made on a yellow card already.
that is bad.
And that's why I'm not get it. That's
is
why I
bad.
say certain things
That should
cannot
that
do.
well, that is bad still. But I say go still. Apartheid.
Is it-
Military, that's why I never give him for true. Because I see Parchment attack team refer. That's why I never give him.
Oh.
That's why I never give him. I tell you, say me happy saying, oh, the parchment in him. That's why I'm seeing that pick up him anyway. But I said,
Unseen. Hold on, Unseen. Well, give me a last sauce now.
That's
But
what me-
military, me not get for so more saying.
No man, well, me I come around, man. Unseen.
One time?
Last sauce before we cut off. Yeah.
Yeah, the first thing, CC, start a big card, take a loss. That was a good one from KC. KC defeated CC using a tactics that most people wouldn't like, but was very effective. CC on the other hand played a wonderful game in terms of passing and moving, pleasant to the eyes, but it wasn't effective because they did not score, did not improve in the important facet of the game, which is scoring. Malachi Douglas talked about it in the game, and in his interview, you guys can go and watch it on the video. I think it was this or that in the interview, they did not score in the important facet of the game. Also, the players are young, and they can develop. When Ansi Sports is talking, sometimes I may go overboard, but we are saying that these players can get better, but at the moment, the defenders from CC, in my opinion, cannot defend. And that is my opinion. And I will live with that until I see them evolve and get better. You understand me? Big up to KC, big up to Stats, all the team. You understand me? But we need to start to teach our players to move away from the 1980, 1998 football who kick down people and try to hurt people and bust slaves. Now, we can't live in an era like this of football play and a VAR. Not gonna make it in a football if we don't continue with that style of football. Never gonna work. Ramos and them type of player they could not work in this type of football. That's final.
So like Ramos now play again. Damian.
Yeah, military, you hear me?
Yeah man, I hear loud and clear.
Hello?
Yeah man, I hear.
Yeah, man. Alright. One thing, most of us say opinion, because we review funny, but one thing when me I go say me feel a facts. There's no way you can come here and say KC never play no ball. Because as much as we do magical things yesterday, I want team. So I feel like say all the CC man else talk out the emotion. There's no way a team never play good. If us go through CC, go through a game, me see when the boy roll the ball through the keeper foot. Who come block you want defender? And if a whisper come block you, you want defender. So if you look upon the game and say KC no do not the whole match, then boost the ball to whisper. No, they defend well. 2 goals, 4-2. If they never defend them, CC would have probably outscored them because CC a better team. All we know that. Then defend good. Enough shot me see boy then go in and block. Put them body on the line and block. So you can't come and say him and they no play no game or whatever. I can't agree with that no day and no time. That doesn't make no sense to me. The next thing now, this is my opinion. I don't feel like Lenny had going in much and say boy I underestimate Whisper because in a day I thought boy the most experienced coach in a schoolboy football in a country. In a Premier League. Lenny had a good coach. I don't think he go in a game and underestimate Whisper and have no respect for him. But you have to understand some coach or stick with their style of play. You know what I mean? Say? They must stick with what them used to. So if some coach go in and say, yo, me not go change up my total football figure here so and defend one man. No. Which he said to himself, saying just stick with theme style of football. Yeah, he might hurt him down in a game or whatever, but I don't feel like saying go there and I say, yo, you know, say you probably not that good as how he might see him or whatever. No, you just stick with theme football and a lot of coach do that. Even in an international stage, a lot of coach stick with for them football. As much as they might see Man City and Pep love Messi, I don't think if he play Messi, he must stop pass around the ball and drop back deep. And no, in Man City will still pass around the ball.
Alright.
Enough coach do it, you get what I say? But yesterday Whisper the still that did out time really, the magical, you get what I say? Like it did different and I not tell no like military. Yes, if they might go there, if they did go there and man mark him, probably he would have scored 4, but he would have definitely scored.
Alright.
You know what I say? He would have definitely scored. You know, next thing too. People
Remember
at this close. What you may get for so more.
Alright.
But people are discredit the KC team too.
This now summary. We still have
Yeah,
tomorrow
yeah.
night, you know, man. This now summary.
Yeah. So me and summary is that basically people are discredit the KC team too. Because I feel like say then they go there and man Whisper with the situation the KC in a Matisse and name player they would have hurt them. Me not ask you, tell me I tell you.
Alright. Shane.
Yeah.
Oh, well, 40th pigeon. No, go on. Never see you on man. Oh, I'm gone. Alright, Shane. Any last word before I go?
Yeah, man. Just want to big up all of the teams that will make the Champions Cup. Right. In terms of the Stats JC match, really well played both teams. I think JC deserved the win at the end of the day. But well tried Stats. I'm very proud of that Stats team. I think why them deserve some luck going forward. Yeah, so I really still want them win the Manning Cup. Them deserve some luck, man, because yes, very much so I think they can win. They have everything to win. Again, I tell you, I think JC just have the edge in terms of depth. But Stats have some special players up front that can do special things on any given day. Sure. So I will not be surprised any at all if Stats win Manning Cup finals. In terms of the KSC CC match, Stampy, very proud of you understanding that you have a very young team, having lost 19 players last year, devising a strategy and getting the team to buy into that strategy, even though you know you'd be have literally no possession, 28% possession. The defenders, Case and KC played very well. We those 2 goals that CC scored, we didn't talk about that tonight, but those 2 goals that CC scored were very special. Very, very special goals. Big up to the CC team. You really played excellent football also. Can't take anything away from you. But it's just a night where I believe that he showed that he's someone special, and if groomed the right way, can become something bright for Jamaica. We are very hopeful. What Whisper did last night was magical. I know that a lot of praises was being showered onto Satchel, and the gap was seemingly closer and closer. I always knew in my heart that Whisper was better. Not taking anything away from Satchel. He's an excellent player, but I just think Whisper is just leaps and bounds over everybody in the schoolboy football right now, and he showed it last night, and he showed his class. I agree with Damian. Even if CC had played a little bit more man marking, that he still would have scored because of how determined he was to last night. But maybe he wouldn't have scored before, and the game would have been different. And one other quick point on what Damian said: you don't have to switch up your style totally to mark Whisper, for example. You can still put a man on him and then make everybody else bounce the ball. Mm-hmm. So you can, a little hybrid approach. You have to totally go away from your style of ball. And I think if you were to ask Enyard what he would do if he was to have the match again, he would have done that.
Okay, sure.
Yes, for sure. He would have learned his lesson. But CC, really an excellent team, only outdone by the prowess of an even more excellent player. That's what I have to say.
Well said. All right. Before we go, people, let me close out. The poll. All right. So you don't know, say what we announced the L. Who got the L of the day? I'll do on today, yesterday, but we have to close it off.
Lenny, his name started L.
Let's Lenny get it. Which team got the L of the day? Stats, 13%.
Lenny had.
No, 14%. CC, a whopping 71%.
No, not CC. Lenny had.
All right, so I strongly believe that I have to raise my hat off to Stampy. I have to raise my hat to Stampy because Whisper scored 4 goals. Brilliant. But the tactics that was deployed by Stampy could have nullified those 4 goals. If they never deployed like that, could have nullified them 4 goals. All of Whisper scored 7. They never deployed like that. CC could have possibly nullified any amount of goal they could have scored. Reason being, if KCD come at CC, I strongly believe that it would have been a slaughterhouse business. But Stampy did his research, and me know people, Stampy as a man, when guy match, go watch a match with him, book and him pen and him paper, and he will write. Every kick one man kick, which foot this man use, that is Stampy. For those who don't know Stampy.
Military.
Yeah.
Big up to Stampy.
Hold on, military. You know, me some man, no man, no want to get M10, no credit, no.
M10, come and see.
Hold on, man. M10. Well, I tell them M10, you M10 are one of the man in Jamaica underrated in terms of analysis.
Analytic.
M10 are one of the biggest analytic coach in Jamaica right now. I'm sure in a national team I work with.
Big up M10. And you know one thing, I want them watching get beaten up by JC, you know.
At the first in a KC history, Mr. KC I deploy different tactics. Normally them don't change for nobody.
True.
And Watson demeanor changed from previous. When him under the previous coach him hype. The man changed now. I mean, first I hear him not talk hype again in my life.
I say go, man. All right, let me close off. So for sure.
Big up 1 second, MG. The KC captain Bynum.
Oh yeah, man,
him really makes some phenomenal stops yesterday. We have to big him up.
All right, so
yeah, man.
So in regards to the coaching, beautiful tactics deployed by Stampy. I mean, I tell you, say, JC, I watch that. JC, I watch that. They have to see it. Because if Stampy going to deploy tactics like that, JC are going to look and say, boy, we can be in trouble. So I know Fergie and them man, they're supposed to say, how we can nullify him. What we can do to
Then
stop
nobody
him.
will nullify him. Nobody.
Well, but I say go still. At the end of the day, I think Lenny Hyde, as a senior experienced coach in the department, younger coach in Stampy, really did a number on him. And I have to give credit where credit is due, and Stampy doing a great job, because a lot of people don't remember that this team is not the strength as all the KC would want to be, because they lost 19 of their players last at the beginning of the season. So these are young, fresh players coming from the Colts team, and they are performing at that level. So you have to give credit to the coaching staff, Stampy and Jerry. Have to give them credit because they have done a tremendous job. Beautiful performance from KC team. Yes, people might say, boy, ugly. Yes, people may know say ugly. But summertime, an ugly win is better than a pretty loss. As so football go. An ugly win is better than a pretty loss. Right short the season, KC had stamp up team and dump them be a pretty win. Big, back. When it come on, you really be defensive. This show two different sides. This show two different sides of KC. One in which they know that they can grind out result, and another one where they can go up there and turn over the opponent. You have to look at those factors. That is showing the qualities of a champion team. The qualities of a champion team. You go up against tough opponents, grind out the result and deliver. And when you go up against equal opponents, you try to turn them over. When you go up against weak opponents, you turn them over. Those are trademarks of champion team. JC Stats, I still believe, say, JC have something coming. And the something coming is Stats. And if for some reason, I don't know, people may have JC for winning Manning Cup, but out of the 3 games, I really thought that JC would have lose one. Hats off to them if they win all 3. Hats off to them. It a concrete say JC a Stats jinx. And once Stats not face JC, they win it. they win the trophy. Once they not face JC, they might go win it. They might go win anyone I trophy them. But we are gonna see what come up for the final. Big result. Hats off to JC advancing to the Champions Cup final. Big respect to KC for advancing the Champions Cup final. I didn't get the KC result right. Most person don't. So football go that tight.
One thing was the military before you cut off. You know, say Central played something there. Central played Whisper better than how CC played Whisper. That's how I'm gonna say. Central coach.
That means as a CC fan, you're supposed to look out. You have to look out for Central.
If Central beat it, no, but Central not have equality. Like,
well, if them play Whisper better only, then what?
Them play Whisper better, man. Me not gonna deny it.
Them play similar to KC, you know.
But them now have. I think say Central game, it can go close. But based on the mistake them will make in another game, we might end up adjusting. But if Central beat it, to be honest, I would rather beaten KC and give Central the League Cup.
All right, so Karis Brett says Stats versus JC is like Dinsil versus CC. Kryptonite. Superman and Kryptonite, eh? You're going, Jason. Have a go now.
So how did you lose at the match? I don't understand.
Against the man. I mean, I hear some shady stories right now. Some shady stories are reaching right now. And it look like some investigation are going in that game.
Where?
Me hear it and I tell us, it don't look good, it don't sound good. So there are some investigation going on in that game. So until then, people, massive respect. Shane, big up for coming on. Damien, big up for coming on. Ansin, big up for coming on. CC, big up. People, let me tell you something. A lot of people don't understand. Is that you see when you have a panel and everybody all in agreement, you can tell us, you don't learn nothing. You're not going to learn nothing. You see when we can have discussion, different opinions, different understanding, different views, that is how you learn the game. That's how you get better knowledge. Yeah, some people stubborn like myself or stick to my point. But I say go still apartheid. We all have our views and we all respect each other's views, people. Anyways, everybody in the comment section, massive respect. Really appreciate it. Everybody on the panel, big up. I always appreciate people. Only there till 11:30. I tell you, on Sunday evening, Big up, man. Really, really
Hold
appreciate
on
it.
there. Oh, me have up CC, I'm a beat up CC.
Unseen.
Unseen.
If you follow fans, you know, me can tell you, you put a rope on it. Listen,
You want to say that?
unseen.
Alright,
According to the fans, them, when me guys national
Mona
say
and
that,
Dintil.
hold on, man. Me 8 stats, me 8 KC, me 8 JC, me 8 me 8 CC, me 8 Dintil. I want a team on me hate to write it. So me I say,
You know you didn't tell. Love didn't tell bad.
bro, people tell me me 8 Dintil. One rush me one day, but I say God. Anyways, big up people, massive respect. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to do my due diligence. I don't know. So we'll have some discussion again. We'll have some arguments again. Big up people. Massive respect. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it, guys. And
Whisper for national.
Whisper. Boy, in a normal. May I tell you, in a normal.
Yeah, man,
Big
you
up
in a
people.
normal, man. You in a normal.
Prejudice.
He's special, man.
Special. You.